Hello, it's me, Seth. Hello. Steak and Tates, whatever you want to call me. Jerk, sleepy dude. You know, it's all good. It works.
The
Uh,
best.
that one doesn't work. I rescind my previous offer.
What?
That was quick.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the company starts a promotion without thinking it through, and then they're like, wait, no, we take backs. Nope.
We don't want to name our boat Bodie McBoatface.
Yeah.
We changed our mind.
Name it whatever.
Too bad.
Actually, never mind.
Except that.
Today we are performing episode 29 of Non-Standard Action, which is not confusingly named Dragonslayer. It's not Dragonslayer, it's Dragonslayer.
Yeah. Last week was Dragonslayer.
As
This
in
week is
Slay Girl.
Dragonslayer.
And this week is Dragonslayer.
Totally different.
I like it. I think you guys are clever.
This
Yes.
week we're actually gonna fight a dragon.
So you think? No.
Bold of you to assume.
It's just 3 combats against the dragon, more dragon minions. In this room.
He just airdrops minions.
Yeah, it's just more minions. No actual dragons. With us is, of course, the half-orc hottie who's got a new body, Gur.
Brr.
We have... Oh, geez. She's pale and she's small, and her best friend is currently fighting a spirit of a malicious demon inside of a spaceship somewhere. It's Mouse.
Yeah, it's me. Just me.
He's big, he's a lizard, and, the entropy stuff, it's still there, whether he likes it or not. It's Ninden.
Despite my best attempts.
And, I was going to try and come up with something, but I'm too tired.
Aw.
Got the Riforian Mystic who's got the quick fix. It is Kahlannal.
Yeah, I do. I'll try and keep the enthusiasm up, but I'm not all the way awake either. Woo!
We're a bunch of tired people, folks.
Dance.
No, I'm great. I feel great.
I had quite a relaxing Thanksgiving break.
I think
So
Tom's in the
I'm
minority
well
of people who, actually got rest over the holidays.
No, that's the thing. We traveled a lot. Got stuck in traffic yesterday. But hey, this isn't my intro.
What?
Sure.
What is?
Hijacking
what
her
is-
role.
It's our intro. Speaking of, also Herald is here.
Yes, I am.
What is this Ries do you speak of?
I thought you said Reest.
Yeah. So I apologize. I'm gonna try to keep the energy levels up, but sleep was not something that came easily the day before or yesterday. So my body is attempting to collect on a debt, an invisible debt.
Sleep was
not
never an
fun.
option.
I suppose not. Last episode had us finishing climbing up the spire at the center of Kahlannal, and now we're at the top of the spire where something invisible is casting spells. Who knows what it is? Could be a dragon. Nobody knows.
You're right, we don't know. We just have a strong suspicion it's a dragon.
I have an
I'm just-
informed suspicion.
I'm doing this to remind myself as much as anything else. But I guess, before we get into it, did anybody have fun Thanksgiving stuff? Anybody?
I did.
Anybody?
Yeah. Ate some tasty food. Played some tasty board games. Saw
I
a
don't think
tasty
you're
tree
supposed to
lighting.
eat the board games.
How many? Yeah,
You're
not supposed. You know that, right?
But how else am I gonna win?
I
Yeah,
see now.
if you eat the board game, I think you've technically won, at least on
Yeah.
some metric.
Only if afterwards you flip the rest of the table and get on top of it and scream, "I am Tom, destroyer of worlds."
I am the mayor of Machikoro. Hear me roar.
I've heard some good stuff about Machikoro.
Oh, it's a great game. Really fun.
Mm.
Yeah. Yep.
I was over at
Apparently-
Mom's place and found a group of people who had not yet played Cards Against Humanity. So I
Weird.
guess we ended up doing
What?
I thought they all died out.
Yeah, I
I thought
know.
everybody had heard.
Oh, that was an extinct breed.
that.
Huh,
Oh,
cool.
Tom.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
also accept. I am the messenger from Wadib.
I don't.
Muad'Dib. It's a Dune
It's-
thing.
Dune references, man. It's
I'm so
most
sorry.
people. Most people aren't going to get those. Leaf. I'm sorry.
I need to
I
read
tried.
Dune, though. I feel like I
Listen-
failed you, my friend.
And then
I
just
work
stop.
in a
Don't
bookstore.
read the
Nobody's
other
gonna have
ones.
read as much as me. What was that, Simon?
Oh, then after you read Dune, don't just stop there. Don't read any.
Yes.
There aren't any other ones.
That's
There's-
not
yeah,
true. Frank Herbert wrote a lot.
Unfortunately, yes, he did.
Wow.
I'm legally obligated to say there are more, but personally obligated to say just don't bother.
Noted.
Hmm.
Noted.
I know some people who disagree with you, but whatever.
One of their
What?
names starts with S and ends with Eth.
I
I understand
Well,
that.
I don't
sounded
think
like a
think
list.
Seth really knows Seth.
You don't think that I know me?
Yeah.
think
Do
Seth
any
knows
of us really know ourselves?
Yeah, I mean, like
Yes.
that's a pretty strong tenet of a number of religions. The process of self-discovery. I mean,
Hmm.
it's not as easy as one would assume it would be.
Nah.
Gur stares longingly out the window in his new form.
No falls quietly, softly outside.
All are burned by dragon fire.
the weather for me currently is anything but quiet. Like we have like really strong wind, and I'm on the 3rd floor of this building, and like I can hear the building rattling against the wind. Like it's crazy. Yeah, and we have one of those buildings that has like it's a split design. Like the stairs to get up to the apartments is in the middle, so it goes straight through the building, and it makes this intense whistling
A
sound.
howling, like the
Absolutely.
spirits from the dead.
Yes.
Yeah, we have
Very
pretty strong
easy to
wind,
fall
too.
asleep to, let me tell you.
I believe it.
All right. Well, with all that out of the way, do you guys want to go play some Starfinder?
Sure.
Yeah, let's shoot in
Almost
the
more than
general
anything.
direction of a dragon.
All right. Let me see if I can find the appropriate percussion. Let's see. Where is that? Here's
I
some-
was low key hoping we were gonna get into a conversation about personal growth and discovering oneself, just because I don't want to fight this dragon. But
Why do you not want to fight this dragon?
I'll just
I'm
make a
scared.
diplomacy check with the dragon.
Yeah,
Is it
Yeah,
really
it's
honestly,
gonna be the
examined?
one that gets eaten. It's fine.
Has it really examined its choice to work with the Malika group? Like, really?
I love that you have to stop every time.
every time.
The Malik.
Yeah.
at least he's fixing himself.
It's not. Yeah, I like how, like in this, at least in this instance, Herald and Simon are. It's barely role play.
Yeah.
This has been Simon's character arc.
Learning how to pronounce the name of an apocryphal deity-like group.
Yeah.
All right. So, last thing that happened in a surprise round, some unseen force that cast a spell called Cosmic Eddy, attempting to trip up both Mouse and Minden. However, they both rolled stellar reflex saves, so they didn't end up getting taken down at all. So that's where we are. Everybody, we've rolled initiative, and looks like the first person up is Minden. No, wait. That changed.
Yes, it did change because of that thing that I mentioned last week where Ninden's entropic powers atrophied when the comm came out. One of the disciplines that I took does not exist anymore, and so that was the one that was giving me a bonus to my initiative. So, here we go. It's Herald.
Yes, Herald is first. It's probably what Herald would like, honestly. So
That works
It's
out.
what
Yeah,
happens
that's
in
generally
the
what
dark.
happened anyway.
In this case, not so much. I don't think I can get him a thing that I can't target.
That's true.
And I can't shoot very well. I really should have thought about this in the 7 days since I learned all of this information. The Herald delays. Anyone got a glitter dust?
Or a handful of chalk.
Or a handful of plasma beads.
I've got a fire extinguisher.
Thanks, you got me. Okay. Do I know? I do a perception check to get like a general estimation of where she is in the sky.
Okay, yeah, that's right. You didn't perceive the approach because you were flying. So you're currently 40 feet up. Is that what I'm determining?
I'm envisioning. So I remembered that Herald has climbing suckers. So just some of his arm tentacles are stickier than his other arm tentacles. And he is using these to sort of affix to the top of the device. What is it called again?
Oh, the psychic resonator.
Yeah, the resonator. Yeah, he's just on top of that.
Sticky.
Okay.
Earth,
Get some
folks.
distance.
Sticky Earth.
Get some
It's
elevation.
gonna leave some residue on there.
Yeah.
Let's see
No, my
here.
people's sacred relic, I think.
So that's just against a stealth check that has a massive bonus from the invisibility spell, I guess.
Yeah,
Something
I
like
guess.
plus 20 for having moved and or done a thing this round, I think.
Yeah, it's not gonna succeed super great. But I don't know, maybe you'll rule that like I can get an approximate area, like she's in one of these 10 hexes, something like that.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if that's how it works.
Oh, definitely not as written.
No, he's trying to appeal to the GM at this point.
Yeah.
So you have 4 states of presence,
Some
right? Right.
Roth
You have,
is bullshit.
you have the 4 states. Right now, you are aware of the creature's presence.
Mm-hmm.
right.
You do need the
But I don't know what
perception
square
check
it's in.
to pinpoint the creature. Yeah.
Right, and I'm saying I definitely didn't roll well enough to pinpoint, but I don't really need
No.
a pinpoint. I'd settle with like a vague notion of direction and distance.
Okay. How about you roll me a D100?
Oh yeah, thanks, Crow.
What did Crow say for the audience?
Oh
it's
yeah,
low.
I was just not showing the board yet.
Can't see the combat. Yeah.
It's cool. Nothing has
Okay.
changed yet.
He got
you wanted
distracted
a
by taking his
D100.
turn.
D100.
35. Is that good or bad?
I don't think you know.
Believe that it came from the north.
All right. I throw a plasma bead north and up.
All right. I was hoping this would happen. Herald, go ahead and remember at this point, after it leaves your hand, that those don't detonate until they impact us.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh no.
Well, maybe I succeed. Maybe 35 is the number that Seth was looking for exactly, and I just accidentally exactly pinpointed her.
Yeah, 1
Stranger
100
things
chance.
have happened.
So where are you throwing this plasma bead?
In the general direction that I heard her.
North,
Okay.
towards me.
Yeah.
Well,
yep.
then can you indicate on
no.
the? Show me on the map where you're throwing it.
I look, man, you're the one who told me where I heard the noise from.
He said like right around.
I think this illustrates the sheer ridiculousness of Herald doing this, though.
Okay.
Yes,
Not
especially
knowing
with this
where.
convenient 20-foot radius that it's gonna probably come down right in the middle of, and it happens to have a 20-foot.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, the
yes.
ceiling is high. We'll be fine.
But
So you
cosmic
threw
eddy.
the-
But it doesn't.
You threw the bead into the middle of the cosmic eddy, is it? I guess.
What? No, I don't think it's in the cosmic eddy.
Okay.
What's
Are
happening?
you not in the cosmic eddy? Oh no, you're
No, it's
flying.
below me.
He's above it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like presumably I heard something, and I can like generally detect what arc she's in, right? but like not with much
Right.
precision. So I'm just sort of like
Mhm.
aiming in that general direction, and there's some probability of that being the right one.
I guess so. The reason I'm asking is because these bees behave like grenades, right?
Right. So they only explode on impact. So really, if they don't hit her, they're gonna fly all the way up to the ceiling.
How do they fly to the ceiling?
Why?
I mean,
Why all
I
the way up
assume
to
that
the
she's
ceiling?
above us, right? I assume that
No.
I heard her.
No,
Oh.
no. The perception.
That's not how gravity works, Simon.
the perception that people had was that they felt something invisible land on the spire.
Got
So-
it.
The dragon is, or whatever it is, might not be a
Okay.
dragon.
Yes.
Is currently on the ground.
Yes, I now understand. Okay. Okay then. What I will do is, there's no 20 feet. I now understand your point. I was strongly visualizing it as in the air, and that is why
Okay,
none of the
got
things that you guys said made any sense to me. Okay, so I think what I'll do is throw it like here, pointy like this. Throw it against the like upper wall of this computer terminal to the north,
Okay.
in a way such that the blast won't hit Gur, because he's on the other side of the computer terminal.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, so you believe that the dragon is in here with you. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes, definitely.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack roll. I guess just to
Well,
make
it's
sure
just
you
a-
don't roll a 1.
Oh, I see, yeah.
That's it.
Not a 1.
Not a 1. Okay. You put the bead where you want. Everybody you can see is Herald standing on top of the psychic resonator, throws a plasma bead, and it bounces off of a computer console and just kind of harmlessly rolls onto the ground.
It probably explodes, right? But
Yeah, would it bounce?
It
would
explodes on
explode.
contact with anything.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
regardless
Yes.
of.
Oh.
That was what I was getting
Any
at.
hard
Was he
surface.
going to throw it up above that
I thought it
cosmic
was
eddy.
on contact with a creature, which
No.
would be a much
If
better.
only.
This is why I was concerned.
So Herald just kind of yeets a plasma bead into a computer console. There's an explosion. You don't really see an outline that indicates that there's a creature there or anything.
All right, she's not there. I've narrowed down the options.
Brilliant, Captain.
Thank you. Continue with your turn.
Okay, Ninden.
You said this computer console?
Yeah, but on the other side of it from Gur.
Yeah. I said it's okay. It's not
Is that
gonna.
it?
The explosion's
Okay.
not gonna go through the console.
I'll take it. We don't need no more damage.
No, the
right.
console is well and truly buggered up, though. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Sparks
So-
flying everywhere.
So
I can't fix that.
his
Can't
phase
stabilize
shield
that computer.
activated on his over his regular shield, like a cool little blue outline.
Mhm.
New plasma sword in hand. Finally have a real sword for this cool imagery. He's going to click clack out of the cosmic eddy because he doesn't want to be in that radius. So let's see. Did I get, since I don't know how well my perception check did last time, but could I make a perception check to do the same thing that Herald attempted?
Yeah, I'm going to just assume that people can just keep making perception checks in order to try and determine where this thing is.
Yeah, alright.
Does Cosmic Eddy require extra saves?
Ooh, that's a 27 for perception. I think it's, let me look it up. Unless you don't want me looking it up because it's a spell that we are fighting right now.
It doesn't seem to. Creatures in the area are knocked prone and are reduced half speed. A creature that succeeds each round. Okay. You would actually need to make another save, I think, at the start of the turn.
Okay. That is a 24.
Yeah, you're good.
Sweet.
You'll still take a little bit of damage from the bludgeoning, but
Okay.
it's not For you, that's nothing. Let's see here. That'd be 18 halved.
Yikes. So 9.
Before reductions that you would get.
Okay, so 4.
There you go.
That armor upgrade is pretty nice if you don't take the feat. All right, so then Ninden moves out here. While he's going, he's making a perception check for a total of 27 to determine where this invisible assailant is.
Indeed. So you think that you see a glint, something that seems to not accurately represent the environment around it, directly to your east on the outer platform, on the other side of the door, to give an indication. Out on this platform, in this general area. Does that make sense, Tom? We can't hear you anymore.
I muted myself.
Yeah, I was going to say, it seemed really strange how you didn't acknowledge.
He's
very
stunned. He's stunned by the direction.
I was stunned, yes. Yeah, sorry about that. So Ninden calls over the radio. I think it might actually be out on the platform outside. I'm heading over that way.
How did it cast Cosmic Energy?
Line of sight? I don't know.
Yeah, like
Doesn't
I said,
matter.
this area that you're in does not have a roof.
Okay.
It's just a 12-foot tall wall that is mostly transparent.
Can I assume this is a door?
Yes, it is a door that goes through the wall. Yep.
Ninden, well, man, powered armor is great until it limits your movement speed. So that's where Ninden goes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
taking a southern roundabout around the resonator in order to not walk through the cosmic eddy.
Yeah.
All right.
Normal.
Can I get a reflex save, please?
You got it. I hope. Just a moment. Seem to close that window. Like that.
She's gonna reflex, right?
Yeah, she's pretty good. That go through?
Not yet.
Not yet. Great, thanks. Oh, she rolled a 1.
Oh, I'm not seeing
Oh
it
yeah,
yet.
she did. Oh dear. So what happens in this case? Let's see. She is going to take the entirety of the damage offered by Cosmic Eddy, which is 17 bludgeoning as a random item that is not glued down in the middle of this swirling maelstrom, just kind of clocks her in the head. And from this loss of equilibrium, the tug from the eddy itself actually sweeps her off of her feet, knocking her.
Uh-oh. So she's prone. Can she stand up this round?
Yes, she's just prone at the start of her turn, which means she needs to spend whatever movement is appropriate to stand, and then she can move.
What do I need to roll for that?
Nothing.
Okay,
You just need
she
to spend
does.
your actions. It's normally a move to stand, right?
Yeah, move action to stand unless you have something that modifies that, like Isoki or Kip Up.
Right.
Nope. But she gets up and she gets out of there.
Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I wish I could both say things and measure things, but that is not how it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she moves to behind Ninden.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she can weasel her way through the I guess mouse her way through.
Yeah, I was gonna say
the elevator tubes that are sticking up next to the resonator. And Gert.
Okay.
Ninden has indicated that he believes that the assailant is over to the right, the eastern side of the platform.
We are forming quite a clump.
Oh,
It is
no.
slightly worrisome.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to spend my move action twice, but I'm gonna come around over here, and did I sense any dragons along the way or dragon-like?
Go ahead and
my
make a
mindset.
perception check if you'd like.
Boy, I'm trying. Look at that! I rolled it twice and got 29.
Weird.
Oh, yeah.
Weird.
That's only an 8, folks. That's a pretty bad roll for Gert.
Ooh. I'm re-rolling. I've never really played a character who has invisibility, so I'm not entirely sure how it works. I'm re-rolling the stealth check every time. Is that about right?
Typically, you roll one check and everybody can checks against it.
Oh, okay. Got it. Then I'm not
Correct
really
me
sure
if I'm
what
wrong.
to go
More
with.
experienced GM friends.
Right.
Also,
Sounds legit. I'll back you up.
I have blind sense thought. I can just sense things
What's the range on
that I
that?
can
What's the
think
range
about
on
or
that?
that are thinking. It is whatever my telepathy is right now, I believe.
So that's 15
But
feet.
otherwise it's 30 feet. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's actually linked to my telepathy. You're gonna have to help me out here, Seth. You're pretty familiar with these guys.
This is
I
part
only
of
say
your
that because
race.
it's taking me forever to navigate to it. My computer's going slow as shit.
No, I get it. Let's see, blind sense. It's the same
Just
range
rolled
as
it.
their telepathy. It's 30 feet. So because of the inhibitor, it's actually only 15 currently.
See, that's what I was thinking. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't nerfing myself. It is also not going to work against creatures immune to mind-affecting magics.
I don't think dragons
Yeah,
are
dragons-
immune to much.
Dragons think.
I don't
they
know.
think plenty.
I don't know about, dragons. I'm not medic.
No, I get it. I don't know about solar dragons. What you know
Kalen
about
will do
solar
it.
dragons?
I don't have that book. Definitely not.
But Kaylin did fill everybody in on
Yeah.
dragons before the dragon got here.
And they
did.
definitely think.
She also told us not to bunch up.
Yeah, but then she told us to bunch up for haste.
Sorry, I just want to make you faster.
Yeah, so you kind of catch a similar glint that Ninden did. Let's see. Sorry, I've got to keep switching between layers here. You believe that the dragon is in this general vicinity to the east, outside of the strange room that you find yourself within.
Well, considering I've used 2 move actions, he'll aim his gun that way, but not really do anything else.
Okay. I don't know what people's move speeds are, so I just assume that they just use one move action even if they move 70 feet, because that's just how this group tends to roll. So, Kaylin, it is your turn.
I don't remember how far up I said I was.
I don't remember either.
So what I'll do is I'll go 40 over here towards, I'll say 40 feet up sounds about like what I would have done. So I go
Okay.
40 feet there and then drop to the floor. So I'm over there by Ninden and Mouse, and I'll drop haste on everybody
Probably
except
not
maybe
Herald. Herald's kind of high
because
up.
Herald is up.
Yeah.
He's
What-
exactly
what's the-
at
what is
30
the-
feet.
Well, you're standing on
Right.
top of an elevator there, so you're about 10 feet up. From the
Yeah,
ground.
but he's technically, because of elevation, more than 30 feet from Ninden.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry,
And-
Captain.
It's all right.
What would he do with haste?
He's not going to do anything with haste
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I will do. I'll haste
Let's be
these 3 so that they can be a straight. Let me
So
have
we get a 30-foot enhancement bonus to our speed, or double whichever is less. Correct.
I will put the spell up in the sidebar here as soon as my
Sweet deal.
character sheet comes up. So,
All right.
hop.
So that is
Thank you.
your turn.
That is indeed my turn. Yes.
Okay.
My last third level spell, I believe.
So, let's see here. Do.
Do.
Let's see.
Phenomena.
Oh no, it's begun.
It's the dragon's turn.
Oh no!
I mean, I don't know if it's a dragon. I don't know
Oh,
what
I
it is.
think
I'm
you
not-
do. I think you do know, Seth.
I mean, I might. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's do some measuring. I'm gonna do some measuring.
We will do our best to not read into this.
Oh yeah.
I will, and I won't like the implications.
Oh yeah. So just as everybody was kind of getting an idea of where this opponent was, suddenly you feel the spire shift, and you hear a swooping sound. And just after you hear the swooping sound, there's a very pregnant pause before there's a loud thump and some cracking heard on the wall of this room, this circular room that you're inside of, mostly to the northeastern side. And though you don't see anything, you start to see some plasma-like flame manifest, and in almost like a laser beam, it shoots down. Let's see here.
Charging up its laser!
It is. It's firing a laser. You see it emerging from an invisible mouth, hanging down from over the wall, and it is going to target Gur, Ninden, and Mouse with this. So let's see here. It will be a reflex save, if you can imagine.
Huh.
This is too many dice, so I think I'm actually going to roll this one in front of everybody, because I don't have the dice required.
No, that's not what you like to hear.
Too many dice.
Oh no!
So in a rare moment, I'm going to actually go ahead and roll the dice in front of the players, so that I don't get to hide any of the numbers here.
All right, chat. Everybody, cross your fingers.
Okay.
Hope for once, hope for once, hope for
Everybody
once.
pray.
Oh my god!
Wrong!
Okay.
Oh
So that is going
What
to
is
be
that?
That is above average.
85 fire damage in a tight line of flame that cuts through all three of them. Gur and Ninden, you are able to lean out of the way. However, Mouse, you get hit by the full force of this blast.
All
so,
Ow.
Ninden
so that
is
means
going
that.
to...
Hold on.
Holding.
Before any additions, before any subtractions, I guess, that means that Ninden and Gur are taking 42 fire damage before reductions. Mouse is taking 85 before Ninden does whatever Ninden does.
Okay. Yeah, whatever fresh hell Ninden is going to unleash. Ninden would like to use his reaction to use Bodyguard on Mouse.
Thank you.
Is this an attack? Let me read the language of Bodyguard, actually. I'm very sorry to have possibly gotten your hopes up. But, oh no, I can intervene. That's what it is. I can just simply use the Vanguard Discipline, intervene to just take half of this damage.
Okay.
For me. So
I would assume that the language of a line weapon is that it's an attack. Well, I don't know, because I don't have to roll anything.
Yeah, we made reflex saves, but regardless, the Vanguard Discipline intervene lets me just as a reaction soak up some damage for my ally that is adjacent to me.
All right.
So Ninden looks as if he wants to lean out of it, and he probably could have escaped a bit more, but he sees Mouse just sort of standing stock still in the line of it and just sort of throws out an arm with his shield.
Get down, Mr. President.
Yeah, basically. You're way smarter than me. We need you more.
Excuse you, Madam President.
Yeah.
I don't care about pronouns.
Not right
That's
now.
why I love Madam.
So yes,
I will take half of her damage. I'll take the 43 of hers.
Okay.
And so then, Mouse, you will just take 42 of
So
that.
you're taking 85 damage before reductions.
All right,
Which-
he's taking HP damage.
Not yet. Let me double check. I don't remember if I put in that thermal capacitor or not on my spider harness. I did.
Boy,
Oh,
you
thank
better
goodness. Okay, yeah. Against the
Well,
dragon,
there
I think I
goes
did. So that's 5 off of my damage and then 5 off of Mouse's. So that's actually 10 back before I take 43 more.
Just to double check, because of the numbers I'm looking at here, Mouse and Gur, did you subtract that damage from your hit points or your stamina?
Oh, whoops! I've been subtracting from my hit points.
Okay, I was gonna say I think it's stamina is what
yeah.
you should be.
Yeah, I should. I will. Hold on.
Now, Seth, this may come as a surprise to you, but that was quite a lot of damage. So Ninden is just full up on entropy points.
I imagine.
Yeah. How terrible. Oh my god, that was so cool.
Herald,
Okay.
you have a pretty good idea of where the dragon is now.
Yeah, there was like a big laser beam that pointed towards it, or away from it in this case.
Right.
Okay. I do know what square it's in, but I still can't get him because I can't target it. So I will... Oh, but I have plenty to do anyways. Okay, so I will, with my jetpack, fly off of the resonator and land on this elevator. I have 30 feet of movement. That's probably enough since I'm going down for part of it. And then use inspiring... I will inspire Ninden. Alright, Ninden, I think she's over there. Go get her. And that refills a little bit of that enormous amount of stamina.
Let's see just how much that was. I think it's 27.
27? I'll continue with the next turn. It'll pop up at some point here.
All right. Roll 20 slow today, huh? Oh,
No,
it's
I'm
snowing
slow.
outside.
I'm slow.
How exciting.
Is it?
Sorry, that was...
I'm gonna take a
26.
peek outside.
That's so
I
funny.
don't-
There was
I don't have snow.
there was
No.
more snow at my parents' friend's house in New Mexico than there was in Alaska
Wow.
for Thanksgiving. We had no snow.
You still had your igloos though, right?
What?
No, I'm sorry. Ninden, it's your turn.
All right, Ninden. It's my turn. Ninden is hastened. So, we had a general idea of where the dragon was?
Correct.
Okay. Where in the wall? Would you ping where in the wall we saw this terrifying maw open up?
In the wall. Roughly thereabouts.
All right, cool.
Mostly north.
Uh-huh.
A little east.
Yeah. All right, so Ninden has... and how high up the wall?
The wall is a 12-foot tall wall, so we'll just go 10 for the sake of mechanics.
Oh, excellent. So Ninden is going to use his spider harness and move up the wall. The remaining, that was 45 feet with Nick's really cool haste spell. I have 55 feet of climbing and 65 of So Ninden is going to move up the wall, and with his plasma sword, which he has set, of course, to cold and electricity with the frost fusion that we put on it in the little downtime.
Oh, is that how the fusion works? You can change a damage type?
Yes. So, for dual type weapons, it changes one of them.
Gotcha.
Which you choose every time you activate it, which is pretty neat, honestly. So it's a cold electric plasma sword, and Ninden is just going to flail about outside the wall. stabbing. He can stab twice. I guess it's better to take 2 attacks and hopefully hit both times to then roll concealment. So, because he's been hastened, he can now take a full attack since he took his move.
So
here
against
is
invisibility, if you don't have blind fighting, is this a 50% mischance, or what is the mischance on?
Yeah,
something
so
like
if you have
this?
blind sense but no blind sight or blind fight, it's a 50% mischance. Unless you're using like an AoE attack.
Got it. Okay.
why did
Sorry,
I
there's a
not
lot
put
of
one?
conditions. They don't make this easy on us.
No.
No.
Go
It's almost
figure.
like we're high
Invisibility
level or
is
something.
invisibility is hard to.
I want to
fight.
blame Paizo for this. They could simplify this stuff. It's all left over from 3.5 and they still haven't cleaned it up.
All right, we are going with cold and electric damage. Hiya! So that's a 24 versus EAC for the first one,
Hmm.
and a 19 versus EAC for the second one. I
I
have
would say
little
we do
hope
not-
that the 19 hits.
We do not even need to bother rolling concealment. You swing your sword up at where you think the dragon is, but apparently it is more than canny enough to evade your swings.
Yeah, go figure. All right, well, now you've got this weird spider harness Ninden with a sword and shield clinging to the wall, stabbing out into the darkness.
Yep.
Ninden clinging to the wall, stabbing into the darkness. This is so out of character. I don't believe it.
Which will bring us to
I mean,
Mouse.
as a free action, I could fall down, but yeah, Mouse is.
So Mouse is gonna look at the situation, analyze it sharply, with her keen senses and intelligence,
Quinoa
and
senses.
reach into her reach into her bag and pull out her fire extinguisher.
The
Okay.
fire extinguisher can fire for up to it can function for 20 rounds,
Uh-huh.
and extinguishing a medium or smaller sized creature takes 1 round.
Uh-huh.
Takes standard action. So I would interpret that as it can fill 5 feet of space in like an action, because a large
Roughly,
creature a large creature takes 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So
Does it say what a huge creature takes?
it does not.
Okay.
No reason in
I
particular.
imagine huge takes probably 4 rounds, probably twice again.
Probably.
So how many rounds do we have? Or how many shots have I got?
It says it functions
well-
for 20 rounds. How many times have you used this fire extinguisher?
She recharges it. She hasn't used it at all since we were on the
Okay.
ship last. So
Sure.
she's very conscientious about that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So what is the objective here?
the objective is to get some foam onto that mother prunkin dragon.
Okay. You'll need to
And-
move a little bit closer, I believe, but
Oh yes, absolutely. I assume that she's gonna have to get like right up in its business, but
pretty close.
yeah. So, but she also has shot on the run, so she doesn't have to necessarily stay there. So,
That reminds me of something I should have done when Ninden approached, but I did not.
oh, I'm sorry, Ninden. All right.
Oh no,
And-
that's quite all right.
She also gets 1 more move action than
Okay.
usual. So let's say that she
Yeah.
takes out
No, that is
Oh,
not
wait,
how
no.
haste works.
haste.
You
Okay.
you get double. Well, you get 30 added to your movement speed,
Yes.
and if you're making a full attack, you can move before it. It doesn't just give you an extra move action.
Okay.
Right.
But still,
It
30
functions
is-
as an extra
yeah.
move action in that case,
yeah.
in a way, because
it's
it doubles
only
your
for
move
moving.
almost. Yeah.
Okay.
So, by the point that she moves to behind this pillar here, she has used 30 feet of movement and pulled out her extinguisher.
Okay.
By the point that she moves, oh god,
Threatening squares. So many threatening squares.
If only you knew.
So scared. Oh well, she's got mobility.
That's what I had forgotten about. And then you're very lucky. I forgot about her threatened squares.
I count my lucky stars.
Yeah.
How many do you have?
How many?
About 10.
I mean, he just counted them. I figure that's ignore me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very funny.
Wow.
I thought it was clever.
So another 30 feet of move speed.
Mm-hmm.
This is so scary.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, every attack of opportunity you provoke is one that she can't take on one of your friends.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, I'll just absorb that HP damage you take. Don't worry about it, Mouse. I got you.
Well, thanks to Ninden, she's actually still in stamina points. Well, thanks to Ninden and her shield.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so
Give me
she
just a
moves
moment.
here.
So what is your KAC plus mobility?
KC plus mobility is 37.
This was a very bad roll. So as Mouse goes running underneath the form of Ninden, who's hanging off of the wall, swinging his sword up at an invisible foe, you actually hear a very loud snap directly behind you. If you've watched any nature documentaries, which I don't think that Mouse would have, I don't think that falls within her realm of interests, probably.
No, she's got life science.
Yeah, that's true. It's almost as if something 50 times the size of a crocodile just tried to bite down on you. And narrowly missed.
God.
I'm so scared.
But yeah,
But you still
Yeah.
have all your limbs.
Okay, well, so can we say that basically as she slid under Ninden,
mhm.
she activated the fire extinguisher, and so for the last 3 squares of movement,
Just spraying.
she's just been spraying.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make me an attack roll. Just roll a d20, I guess.
Okay.
We'll just use that.
She got
Oh, wow.
a Pronkin natural 20.
Aw, yeah.
Of course.
Right in the
So,
eye.
Crit
yeah,
for fire extinguishing.
part on our purpose and part by dumb luck.
Dumb luck for Mouse.
By the time she starts spraying the fire extinguisher, that's roughly when the bite came down, and everybody can see as this foam connects with something, and something vaguely dragon-shaped is now visible. It's slightly, only parts of it, so I'm going to go ahead and reduce this from total concealment to just regular concealment
Yeah,
Woo!
that makes
for the
sense.
time
Oh.
being,
Nice.
Love that.
Until it shakes off the fire extinguisher.
until it shakes off the goo, obviously.
Oh.
But the parts that appear to be a head that the fire extinguisher caught are almost the head is larger than Ninden himself.
Oh god.
Hello, beastie.
And then she gets the Pronk out of there.
Do you still have move left?
Yeah. She's only used 6. She's only used oh wait, no. Cuz she used
Yeah.
1 move action to get up to the pillar
Mhm.
and get out the fire extinguisher.
Mhm.
Then she used another one to sweep under Ninden and get into firing range.
Yeah, that was technically 1 movement because it's haste gives you a plus 30
Yeah.
to your move speed. Yep.
Yeah. But then she used a standard action, I guess, to attack. So never
Yeah, so
mind.
you are there.
I'm in the danger zone.
You are in the danger zone. Grr, just slightly outside of the danger zone.
Oh, that's about to change. Sorry,
Paging
folks. Hold
Dr.
on. This Roll20 is moving real slow.
Yeah.
Tell us what you want to do.
We're moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on up.
Are
yeah,
you
so-
indeed?
Yeah, we have a couple people are not at their normal setups today, so we're dealing with some tech related issues. But we
Like,
appreciate
folks, it
your
happens.
I prefer to
We
call
do.
them
We
tech-related
appreciate your
opportunities.
patience.
Inaccurately.
Is that what we're calling them? Is that what we're
A
calling?
tech-
Because I wish I could take a screenshot of what I'm seeing IRL and send it to you guys.
It's a tech of opportunity.
Ah!
I know it was intentionally
Yeah.
lame.
That was no. Do not approve this pun.
So Gur's turn.
Yes.
So yes, on my Gurn, as I moved, Gur drew his hammer
Mhm.
because blind fight only works in melee. Turns out.
Yes,
So let's do
correct.
this. Gonna go ahead and take a swing with that hammer at that face, if that's possible.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That foamy face.
Do I have flanking on that face with Ninden?
No.
Also called face flank.
I'm imagining the face is covered in foam, kind of like Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello!
Hello!
Yeah, it's just a
Line of
huge
plasma.
Mrs. Doubtfire is what you're fighting.
Isn't that Herald's
Yes,
voice?
please.
Giant Robin Williams.
Oh boy! All right, that's a 29.
Okay. And let's see here. Let's roll. Go ahead and roll that D100. Oh no!
This
That's
is
good,
low
right?
is better, right?
You do have blind fight, which gives you another roll on that. Listeners,
Oh, that's
it's
true,
up to
that's true.
2.
Oh, is that what that does?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And you only need to
Do it,
get
do it,
above
do it,
a
do it.
20.
Just roll above a 20. There you go.
There it is. That's a 76.
After a testing swing, Gur is able to reuse the momentum and bring the hammer back down, and you hear it connect with something. There's a loud crack. Let's see here, as it bounces off of scales. Let me see what we're dealing with here in terms of. Okay. Got it.
Not
That's
a
20
great damage roll. Yeah, 22 points of damage, and we'll see how much of that.
It's difficult for you to tell if any of it was resisted, honestly.
Now, didn't Kahlannal just nerd out and look this thing up and give us all of its resistances?
She did. The
All
issue
of
is
it-
us
all of
other
it
had
players
the,
didn't write it down.
All of its natural resistances, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
okay.
magic.
Oh.
It has magic.
It's a magic dragon!
Ooh.
Gotta
normally,
say, Seth, by the
normally
way,
it is immune to fire damage as well as paralysis and sleep effects, and it has damage reduction 10 unless you have a magic weapon.
Well, this one functions as a magic weapon in
Indeed.
all sorts of ways.
Yeah, but like
Yes.
if she cast resist Stormfang, the
Resistant
weapon,
armor.
before this fight, she's probably gonna be okay.
I don't think she cast resist Stormfang. I don't have that in my notes.
I mean, you could add it. We wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Well,
This is
now
your
we
world. Seth, sidebar, love the music today.
Oh yeah,
Music
I
is on point.
was reaching for something more fantasy oriented for this
It
one,
has a vague Castlevania feel to it.
which is good. I like
That's-
Castlevania.
That's the harpsichord.
Ah, yes, the Castlevania harpsichord.
Yes.
Blessed harpsichord.
Actually invented for the soundtrack of Castlevania.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yep. I'm a music teacher. You can trust me on this.
Got it.
Seems legit.
Yeah, he's a music nerd.
It was Kaylin's turn.
All right. It occurs to me there is a thing I can do.
Mhm.
I've had these aura goggles forever now.
Oh my gosh.
As a standard action, I cast Arcane Sight. which functions like detect magic, except I don't need to concentrate, which means I cannot see the dragon, but I can see the aura of illusion magic that is making it invisible.
Sure.
So you can
yeah.
see the dragon.
Yeah,
But I
in a way.
can't see the dragon. I can't see the creature.
You could also see
can
any
only
other
see the
magical effects that it has on them.
Yes.
That's pretty baller.
And
Without spending
after you
any
do that,
actions.
does it just stay?
Yeah, it's
on?
10 minutes.
Gotcha. Cool.
Oh yeah, Arcane Sight is so
So for the
good.
rest of this dragon's natural life.
So
as far as you know.
You assume, bold of you to assume.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But yes, also anywhere else I look within, it's a 60-foot cone. I can see all the magical effects going on.
Oh, it has a 60-foot range,
yeah.
does it?
It is a 60-foot cone. Can I see the aura of the dragon's invisibility?
Yes,
It's over there?
absolutely. Yes. For you.
Oh,
go
hold
ahead and
on.
do
So
this.
I'm looking at Arcane Sight. It says this spell allows you to see magic sources within 120 feet.
Oh,
So
I
it's
just
similar
assumed
to
it was the
detect
same range
magic.
as detect magic.
Yeah,
but
the
I
next
have
sentence
120
is-
feet.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yes, the dragon
Thank you.
the dragon is centralized here, and it
Okay.
is huge, so it is taking up 9 squares.
Whew. Goodness.
Want to change its
gracious.
layer so we
so
can look at
Kahlannal gets to see exactly how large this this
Yeah,
opponent
Keelan's
is.
eyes go a bit wide, and then flies. Let's see, I have 90 feet. I go 45 feet up from the top of that elevator. That's with my move action.
Okay.
So,
So you're roughly
yes.
55 feet up
45 feet. Oh, I guess 55 feet because I was on top of the elevator.
because
Yeah.
you were already 10 feet up.
Yep.
So go ahead and throw like a 5 on your wing to let us know roughly how high up you are, if you
Sure.
could.
But that will be it for my turn, other than calling out where I see the invisibility.
Mm-mm.
It's where the foam is. Got it.
Okay.
Dragon is where the foam is.
Okay.
Home is where the dragon is.
There you
So
go. That's what
we
I
are
was aiming.
going to.
Yeah, that's a good check.
So Ninden, you actually get to see a little bit of this now as the dragon is not entirely invisible anymore as a result of the foam.
It's only mostly.
You see the schnoz come down towards you. What is your KAC?
I'm in danger. AC with
You
AC,
are.
with entropy boost is 32. Not enough,
Okay.
I bet.
No.
No.
Let's see here. That'll be 31 piercing as the dragon bites down on Ninden.
Okay, I'm spending an entropy point as a reaction. No, I'm not. You know what? I'm just gonna take that. Sorry.
Okay.
I might want my reaction.
You'll have to bite harder to get an entropy point out of me.
And then Gur, what is your KAC?
30.
30? Okay. Oh, jeez.
Don't say OGs.
Okay, only one hit out of those two. It wasn't a 20. Don't worry. My reaction would have been much stronger if it was a 20. I just knew that I had obtained at least one hit.
Y'all ready to see Gur die again?
No!
So that'll be 33 slashing damage. You see one claw come towards you, and another one just kind of claps down, slashing directly into Gur.
Okay, that's not so bad. His DR mitigates 8 of them.
There you go. And then finally, Mouse, what is your KAC?
34.
Okay.
It is still
dragon
amusing
got
to me that
cleave,
Mouse's
yo.
AC is so high. No, this dragon got like a multi-attack, and that's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
It's a mother prunkin' dragon.
Right. Okay, that actually misses Mouse. So Kahlinn, what you can see is you see this magical creature bite down on Ninden, and then she rears up on her hind legs and then takes 2 swipes down at Gur, hitting him once, and then she rotates in place and swings her tail directly over Mouse's head. Mouse, you can feel it. Your hair is swept as though a strong gust has blown past you, but you are not hit. But then you see the dragon disappear.
Son of a bitch.
Rude. Kahlinn, where did it go?
Right? Where'd it go?
Does it still have the foam?
As far as you know. So since you're looking through Arcane Sight, you can see that there was a abjuration effect that took place directly before she vanished.
Was it teleportation?
That's
I believe that's the correct
let
school of
me-
magic. Let me double check.
I think teleportation is conjuration, if I remember.
I can make a mysticism check. Oh, just the source. Or just the school of magic.
Oh, it's conjuration.
That's
My
what I
bad.
said.
I didn't hear it. Sorry, there was multiple
okay.
talkers at the same time. I thought abjuration was. Okay.
We like to
Abjuration is for like
multitask.
protection and stuff.
Shields, that kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. So, it probably teleported away. That's
Or summoned something. You don't know.
Well, it's not
except
there
its
anymore.
giant foam-covered schnoz disappeared.
Maybe it summoned an invisible blanket.
You're right. That's probably the only explanation.
Oh, that must be what happened.
I apologize for doubting you.
That's
Simon.
alright.
Well,
Now take your
Pronk,
turn.
it's gone.
Go ahead and I guess I'll let you make as a not as a. I'll say as a reaction, but it won't use up your reaction. Make another perception check if you want to look around to see if you can find out where it went.
Oh, yes. This seems to be the natural reaction to a
Yeah.
dragon.
Where'd it go?
Can we?
Uh,
we can all do this.
I mean, we can, but only one of us can see magic auras.
Like literally see it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're all looking for a
that's
little white
good roll
foam.
for Kahlinn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 36.
I feel like
Um,
foam is harder to see.
Frantically looking around for dragon.
Okay. Gur and Ninden, you can't see it at all, and there's a reason for that that will make sense momentarily. Herald, you would actually have some trouble seeing it as well because of what you're dealing with.
I figured.
Kahlinn, the dragon reappeared over on the western platform.
Mouse got a 33.
Okay. You cannot see through the console to your southwest.
I'm
so.
too short.
You short.
Ninden is the only one who might have had a chance, but this stealth roll is it be banging.
It be banging. Well, Kaylin calls out that it's to the west.
Yep. Herald.
Remind me how tall these computer terminals are. 40, 20,
We
10?
we determined about 10 feet.
Cool. All right. Then Herald will just jet over like Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's so cool.
And landing atop of the computer terminal, he will address his team below him, specifically Gur, and say, "Gur, that was a real good hammer hit you did there, and I want you to do it again, but this time on the other side of the room." And this inspires Gur by 26 points.
Oh, well, thank you, Captain.
You're welcome.
That was a very good hammer hit. So far, Gur's the only one who has put damage on the board.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Look, I've been helping in my own way.
You have.
Yeah. That's my turn.
the
Don't wear it
whole
out.
reason Gur was able to hit.
And Ninden.
All right, Ninden is going to he's going to drop the 10 feet as a free action. And then he's going to start moving.
Okay.
So that's going to take him. He has a 65-foot movement speed
Mm-hmm.
with haste, so that's one move action.
Okay.
That's most of another move action.
Mhm.
Does Ninden see a foam-covered schnoz?
You can see that it looks like the dragon is in the process of like wiping it off. So yeah, you can see that there's a vague shape to your west, located roughly thereabouts, right on the other side of the door.
Excellent. Ninden opens the door and walks over to the dragon
Okay.
very cautiously.
Well, unfortunately, walking cautiously does not.
Doesn't confer any mechanical bonuses, I understand.
No, it does not. Okay. Hey,
Caution
what's
to the
your,
wind.
what's your KAC while moving?
Mobility enhanced is 36.
Unfortunately, I did not roll poorly, as I did with Mouse when Mouse
Uh-huh,
approached. Man, this is a die I don't get to roll very often. Let's see here.
Oh, that's not good. It's a D12.
Metagamer.
I mean, you ain't
You
wrong.
tell me
No,
another
I
type
know.
of
I
round.
mean, like, I was thinking the same thing.
Let's
Y'all
see
clearly
here.
don't play barbarian.
Right, yeah. And then the barbarian only rolls it. Well, depending on what they go with. There's the great sword barbarian, and then there's the great axe barbarian. You know, it just kind of depends on which one you go with.
But they both have great at. Never mind.
Let's see, do I want to do
You've had
extra
better.
damage because of that? No. So yes,
always good.
as you emerge from the door, you see said schnoz turn itself sideways and come at you, and it delivers a pretty hefty bite. That's a 42 piercing damage as you approach.
All right, fine. I'll use my reaction. I'm gonna reduce it by 8, my Vanguard level, by spending an entropy point. So you said
Okay.
42, so that makes it 34. Reduced by my armor, 29. It's still not enough to make me feel good about that interaction, but there you have it.
But hey, you're there.
But hey, I'm here now.
But hey, you're standing there
I'm standing
in your
here
current condition,
in front of a dragon,
next to a dragon.
just trying to tell it how I feel. It's my turn.
Okay, Mouse.
I'm Joseph-esque, standing in front of a dragon.
Thank you.
All right, let's do it again. Maybe.
I haven't had
So
to
she's
adjust the
gonna-
dragon's hit points in so long that my computer, the laptop fell asleep.
Oh my god.
Don't
Your-
tell me
your
these
life is
things.
hard.
I'm really offended.
Okay.
That's one move. And is haste still on us?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's
So it's like what, 10 minutes? Like
Oh man, I love haste so much.
10 rounds.
It's a
10
number of
rounds.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so mouse moves to
So 1 minute.
Very
Okay.
realistically, something
So
we
it's
could
like
run out of in this fight.
60 feet. Oh man. Man, Ninden. Your big butt is in the way.
I'm sorry.
Of what?
Well, so also stupid teleportation. So I only have 30 feet of movement left. I've moved 60. So she's taken 2 move actions essentially.
You've taken 1 because of haste. If you take another
Okay.
move action, you can move another 60 feet.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Mhm.
I love haste, but I don't understand it. All right.
It's a little weird, honestly. It's weirdly defined in this game.
And you don't have to worry about it attacking you because it just used its attack of opportunity on Mr.
That is true.
Ninden.
This is the one
So
enemy that has combat
nice.
reflexes. No, I'm just joking.
In all of Starfinder.
And all of Starfinder.
Oh god. But I can't actually get close and do anything.
No, but you can get close. With like a melee weapon out.
Yeah, I mean she still has the foam out.
Oh, yeah, just keep on spraying.
Yeah, but I mean she can't spray and move. Let's see. That's the problem.
That's true. You can't spray and move twice.
Yeah.
But next round.
You still have from by my calculation 30 feet of movement left.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I want to spend it.
I guess I'll move to. Oh God. Oh God.
What's the
I'm
range
so
on
scared,
that?
you guys. Okay, she's gonna move out onto the balcony,
Uh-huh.
but she's not gonna move right next to Ninden.
Uh-huh.
She's
He
gonna.
has she already has taken an attack of opportunity.
No, I'm worried about setting myself up for future actions, such
Fair.
as if I get close to Ninden, we're in a great little cone of effect. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
probably too close as it is.
Remember that it's also kind of nice to be close to Ninden because he can do.
Yeah, he
his...
can protect.
I have spent a reaction this round already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can he can protect you as long as he's still standing.
Yeah.
As long as he has hit points to give.
Yeah, I'm also afraid of getting too close to the edge of this, parapet because Mouse cannot fly.
Yeah.
Ah! Just a good tail sweep.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be.
Okay. All right. I think that is Mouse's turn.
That sure is.
Okay. Grrr. He was ready with
Go
that
ahead
one.
and Move up there, and as he's moving, he's going to, with his first move action, put away his hand,
Mhm.
pull out his cannon, and
Okay.
then it's just kind of ready, and he's taking cover on the corner.
Okay. Kaylin.
Oh, good. Let's see. I can see where that dragon is, and my friends are all over here to the west. I'm gonna switch back to my cursor, and I'm gonna take my happy butt. Now the walls are 10 feet, and then there's like a dome pretty high up above them, right?
Way high up, like 80.
But I can fly right over. I'm 55
Yes.
feet up. I can just fly over that wall, right?
Yes, you can. Yeah, you're already high enough to fly over the wall. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stay at 55 feet where I'm at, and just come
Okay.
55 feet to the west here.
Okay.
And mark up this haste counter because, as Tom so lovely was so kind to point out, we might actually run out of haste.
It might happen.
Thanks, Tom.
Somebody else asked how long it
Yeah.
lasted. I was just answering. Don't
Yeah.
gang up on me for your poor planning.
Whoa,
It's
whoa,
just
all
a-
on the same team
Wow.
here.
Wow.
Be nice,
Theoretically.
guys. Be nice. And then let's see. I don't actually have where the creature is. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to mind thrust.
Well,
No, you do. You can see it.
I can't see it. I can see the aura of the magic, but I can't actually see the creature.
You can.
It's
can
not
see,
seen.
You can see it. Look, I understand that the rules are. If we're gonna be like rules lawyery about it, yeah, technically no, you can't, but you can. This is my ruling.
Okay,
God says so.
I'll take it. You're gonna
Yeah.
be nice to me. I will take it. In that case, let's use my big 4th level mind thrust. Give me a will save, please.
Oh,
Do
good
not question
God.
God.
She's pretty good at these, as you can imagine.
Mind thrust
Oh,
does decent
no.
damage even when you succeed.
Yeah, that's 10d10 at
Yeah.
level 4.
Oh, that roll was below average, though. Let's see here. What's
It's
the
not
DC?
bad.
21.
DC is
Actually,
21.
Above average.
Okay. Yeah, she would have had to roll really low to miss that one. But
Half is
a
still
boss,
gonna
it's
be
a boss.
26.
26 indeed, which is a pretty significant amount of damage.
Straight to the brain pan.
Cannot resist that. You hear a very very discomforted grunt from the dragon. Anybody who's close to it, anybody who's not close to it, honestly, it's like when a lion roars at the zoo, and you just kind of freeze for a moment, like holy crap!
Yeah.
that was a sound that a living creature made. Woof.
Something primal in you just like quivers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shaking in your boots a little bit. Yeah, so that's a move in a standard. I'm done.
All right. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh no! Hey, what are these fun little potion markers that you've put on Harald and I?
Oh,
I
I put them
do that.
there and not
To
Harald,
remind you that
Gur.
you've healed them.
Correct.
Ah.
Interesting. Oh, it's Gur. Sorry. I don't know why I thought that was Harald.
Other pink person.
Because he likes to pretend he's Gur all the time.
I mean, who doesn't?
Gur's pretty
He
cool.
probably
All right,
pretends
so
he's all of
anyway.
us.
So,
Getting eaten.
go ahead and make me a perception check, Ninden.
It's only
Yeah.
a 26.
That's plenty good, though. You sense that the dragon is repositioning itself, and you suspect you can get an attack of opportunity, and if you'd like to take one.
If only I could. I can't. I already
Why
spent
not?
my reaction mitigating.
Oh, you did. Okay.
That's a bummer. But I'm gonna tell myself I probably would have missed anyway.
It's true.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we could always just have you roll and see if you would have missed, but...
No, because then he'll get a
Nah,
20.
'cause
He'll
then
get
I'm
a
gonna roll
20,
crit,
you
and
know
I'm
it.
gonna cry.
Absolutely.
Okay. I am going to need Ninden and Mouse to make another reflex save.
No!
All right. Oh, that's only a 20. Oh, that's the worst. Oh,
Mouse
the
gets a
got-
30.
Okay,
Good.
that's actually good. That's going to be enough. Everybody who, probably even Harald can see this, is everything gets brighter. Very familiar color, unfortunately, as directly next to Ninden, the foamy schnoz, which is considerably less foamy and more difficult to see now, opens up and lets out another blast of fire.
Ah,
So that is going to be 40 fire damage to Mouse and Ninden.
Ninden has I cannot tell you how little Ninden health has actually. I can't.
Ninden
even
health
tell right
has.
now. Yeah. All right, so that's -5 for my thermal capacitor.
Hold
But
on. Have you taken HP damage? And you haven't
no,
told-
my friend.
Just now.
I
Just now.
haven't.
So Mouse didn't make the save either?
No, you
No,
you
she
both
did.
did.
Oh. Ooh.
You would have taken
I-
80, but you took
Yikes.
40 instead.
Thanks.
Did
think.
I take the full 80?
No,
Oh, I made it.
you made it.
Oh, with a
Both of you did.
20, wow. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I assumed.
No.
Which you know what they say. Okay. Well then, never mind. I have taken HP damage though, Gur.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's that.
Thanks, Force Field.
Ninden is bloodied.
holding it.
Yeah, Ninden is. This must be the emotion you humans know as blood.
What?
Harald,
It's a quote from a Star Kid show.
I don't think blood is an emotion.
Yeah, well.
That's
it is if you're a human.
Harald's
the
feeling like a big dummy for not getting in on that haste action. He doesn't do much this round.
Are you just not taking a turn, or?
No, sorry, I had to do
Oh.
my waypoints. I assume Cosmic Eddy is more than 10 feet up, right?
Yeah, it is.
So I go around it, and that takes my turn to go around it. The end.
I'm just
Okay.
imagining him holding his fez with one hand and then just booking it.
mhm.
Holding the fez with one hand and the jetpack remote control with the other. Wait, where's my gun? That's in my teeth. Done.
You grow
He's got like
teeth
little. He's
for
got
it.
little dangly legs, like Tony Stark, Iron Man, when he's flying through the air. Little dangly legs.
I don't remember Iron Man's legs dangling much.
They shake and adjust and stuff. I imagine that Harald's is just a little
Yeah.
bit more.
No, well, no, maybe he just goes like totally limp as he's flying.
Right.
So his like
Completely limp.
flesh just sort of wiggles back and forth as like air friction does the thing.
It's like a
Oh.
dish rag flying through the air.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Dish rag with a jetpack.
All right,
Right.
that'll bring us to Ninden.
Okay, Ninden is going to raise his shield as a move action against
Mhm.
this Mother Pronkin dragon.
Mm.
And He bears his sword, but does he get the sense that the dragon is like right on top, like right in front of him, or
Oh,
have
yeah.
they moved? Okay. Oh boy. Well, you see, I'm gonna take an attack no matter what. So Ninden is going to fire his cathode cannon at it. I think, right, guys? That's probably the best chance I have here to do
What
some
kind of
damage
damage
because
is the cathode cannon?
it is electric and sonic.
Okay.
What kind of concealment is Tate's giving you? that, like,
It's a line
total-
weapon.
No.
Well-
If you just attacked normally, would that just be? Has she
Just
wiped
a
off
20%
enough?
mischance.
Okay. I don't know if it's. I guess the issue there is that you would have to get out a different weapon.
No, I don't. It's on my shoulder.
Oh.
Disintegrated.
I feel like
It's always
Power
after.
armor.
I feel like the melee seems good, unless someone else knows that they're going to provoke an attack of opportunity. Not provoking an attack of opportunity from the big bad seems like a good idea.
Yeah, I guess so. Seth, firing my cathode cannon, would that ignore concealment since it's it's an area of effect?
It's only 20%. What are the odds of you rolling that?
For the
See, I ask that question all the time, and I get bit in the ass for it every time.
for the holy cow! I don't know if that's coming through at all.
Just a little.
When you talk,
My
yeah.
goodness, that was the wind.
Oh
Ooh.
God.
Okay.
Wow.
Spoopy.
Yeah, it just keeps going. So normally I take issue to the idea that just because it's a line weapon, you can shoot invisible things, but this dragon is pretty huge, so yes, in this case, I wouldn't have a problem making that concession.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do not want to go down, though, is the thing.
Yeah.
A pretty solid
So-
Attacks
concern.
for opportunity don't take those -4s.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Ninden's just gonna attack normally.
Okay.
He's only gonna swing once though.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have enough of a he missed on a 14 on his full attack last time. So
Yeah, it's true.
there's no point in me full attacking, except for fishing for crits.
Yep.
So thus ends the longest turn. My apologies.
That's fine.
Cold and electric. That's a 31 to hit EAC.
Woogie.
Okay. Yes, that is absolutely going to be a hit.
Right.
Here.
Here's my mischance. Above a 20, and I
Above
hit.
a 20.
All right, I got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
So you land what appears to be a very solid hit. However, it's as if the beam, the energy blade emitted from this weapon almost is completely reflected by these scales. You feel like you've done almost nothing in terms of damage.
How unfortunate. Well then, Ninden just bares his teeth at the thing, at the dragon.
Mhm.
One eye covered in a bandage, looking like a boss, even if he's just here to take damage.
And taking damage, he is.
He's actually healing slowly over time.
Oh, that's true.
All right, so how much have I gotten back so far over 2 turns?
10 HP is what you should have.
Okay. Cool.
I'm
Kahlannal,
just
I
trying
suppose
to not,
you can.
Hey, how you holding up
interrupt
there,
all.
buddy?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I could probably take one more hit.
Oh, that's no good.
But it's Mouse's turn.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
What's the general direction of the schnoz?
Directly north of Minden.
Oh, great. Well,
Tall enough that
okay.
if you wanted to shoot at it, you could shoot over Minden.
All right, we're gonna get like a tube, like a foam cannon kind of situation here, I guess.
All right.
Oh, Saren.
Oh no, it's all up to me.
I was gonna say serendipity.
You actually like that was like a real thing, right?
That was a real thing right there.
Now I'm really sad.
Yeah, I didn't even do that for effect.
Lock
Well, that makes
on.
sense though, right? Like if Mouse is really afraid right now, she would probably like think to call out for serendipity.
Yeah, because she trusts her. She's her best friend.
Well, she's gonna use a action to lock on.
Yeah.
Does that work?
I mean, you can
Does-
take it away if all the foam is gone.
I think the language for the target lock is a creature that you can see.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't have, I mean, it's okay if it has partial concealment. Or even total concealment, right? Like, what matters is the ability to target it. You can target something with total concealment as long as you, like, know exactly where it is, right?
Yeah, I'll look into it. It seems
You need
weird
to be able to
but-
pinpoint it, but...
Right. Since there's a little bit of foam left, you can target the foam, I suppose.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go with that.
She's gonna target that foam.
Combat track the foam.
All right, and then add foam to it.
What's the range of that fire extinguisher?
Oh, that's true. It doesn't really say.
I imagine 20 feet, but it also might
Oh, wait.
be abysmal.
Nope, doesn't say.
Mouse is a mechanic, so I imagine she probably knows a way to get it to spray a little bit farther than it normally would.
Yeah, and she's angling it up.
Yeah.
Like an arc.
Sure.
Some might land on Ninden, but she's willing to risk that.
It probably will. What's the?
Probably a little singed right now. It might feel good.
It might feel good. Yeah. Go ahead and roll just a d20, just so we can make sure she doesn't get a flub roll.
Just a moment.
Fire extinguisher backfires, spins her around.
It explodes.
Ah!
Causes
Oh
a
god,
fire.
she rolled a 3.
Okay. It's not as precise as the last time, but you can put a little bit more on the dragon. So the
The foam
foaminess
will last for another round.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Whatever kind of background calculations I may be running.
Wow, it doesn't actually say the range in the rules. This is
Yeah.
It does not.
All right. That'll bring us over to Gur.
Wow, and I was just rules lawyering, so I'm not even prepared. No, I know what I'm doing. He takes aim from around the corner if Gur
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay,
You
cool,
can
cool,
do
cool. With his sonic cannon and fires in the general direction of the guy.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
We're doing it. It's just oh boy, that's only an 8.
Oh, it's a 19 with
Oh,
coordinated
no.
shot.
I don't know if that matters against EAC
I don't
against
think
a
it does.
dragon.
No.
As you do that, let's see. This is the Sonic Bolter. Oh wow. Let's see.
Yeah, that one. I figured sonic damage might be good, Switch
Yeah,
up
yeah.
damage type.
So you fire the Sonic Bolter. It doesn't quite connect with anything, and directly after you fire it, the doorway that you're next to gets 3 massive clawed marks just smashed into it.
Oh no! Too
It
close.
doesn't hit
too
you
close.
though.
I like that noise though. That was a great noise.
Yeah, it's good noise.
That was
good
a
Sonic.
genuine I'm scared noise.
Gert, because I know you're gonna want to anyway. Have you healed me another? Well, now that it's Kalen's turn, 15 points.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
I am
Good.
almost at
Good.
full.
You're almost at
that'll
full
bring us
health?
to-
Yes, I'm 3 away.
Alright.
So don't bother.
Since Seth is letting me target it, in that case, I'm gonna put a wisp ally on it.
Okay.
Which hopefully Seth will be a kindly jam and let that, maybe that'll help us see it a little bit.
Are you just you're just trying to appeal to me right now?
I am, yes. There is a wisp
Appeals to God. It's
floating around its face, which I'm hoping will help my. It seems. I mean, like if you're the caster, you're like, well, if I put a wisp on its face, they'll at least be able to see the wisp, so they'll know the general vicinity of its face.
Right.
Just I don't know if you want to let it do anything mechanically. That's all on your end, but mechanically for me, we're gonna do covering fire for Ninden. So he gets a +2 to his AC against the next time it attacks him.
Okay. Understood. Speaking of attacks.
And
Let's see
I don't
here.
really need my move action. Maybe I could go save
Throw it in the trash.
I'll move. I'm gonna move over here by. No, I'll just stay here. I'm fine. Never mind.
Okay. You watch as it kind of crawls closer to you, mounting the wall over the doorway. Let's see here. So to you, the dragon is centered here, perched.
Oh God!
I changed my mind. I want to go. I want to move.
Do I get an attack of opportunity for this since it is moving?
Oh yeah, you did get your reaction back. So
yeah.
if you'd like to spend your reaction doing an attack of opportunity, go ahead.
The way you say that makes me not want to.
I just know that you have other things you like to do with your reactions.
Yeah.
So.
We gotta get the damage out.
I do, but that's a 33 to hit versus the AC.
Oh no.
I imagine
like
it's got like something ridiculous like cold and electric resist 10 each, so that's gonna do like 1 point of damage if I had to guess.
No.
You son of a. Alright, well, take your 1 point of, we'll say, cold damage.
All right.
That's my reaction. Please continue.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna do a similar array of attacks here. So, let's see, one coming at Ninden. What was that? That KAC again?
With my shield up, I have an additional boost to my KAC, so that makes it 33.
Okay, come on, multi-attack.
I don't like those noises he's making.
That was a 32.
Woo! All right.
So, so it attempts to bite Ninden again, and then similar to the same attack it made before, going to rear up and try to claw at Gur a couple of times. Gur, you said your AC was 30?
Yeah.
Okay.
I keep forgetting to fight defensively like I want to, but okay, let's do that.
Oh, Pronk. Okay.
Don't you Opronk me.
I'm sorry. I gotta Opronk when it happens. Jeez. Come on.
These sounds.
They hurt.
Sorry.
They scare me.
Dear listeners, Gur is currently at half stamina and half HP.
Okay. Well, you get hit by both claws.
Uh-oh.
And before reduction, the first hit does 25 slashing, and the second does 32 slashing.
Do I have concealment from around the corner?
She's above you right now, attacking downward.
Okay.
It came from above.
Can I get those numbers again, please?
That's from above.
25 and 32 slashing.
I will deal with this. I'm not dead. Not yet.
Not
quite
dead
yet.
Hold on. I'm sorry. 25 and 30.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do the math in my head.
Okay. And Mouse, your KAC again was 34, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Kaylin, you watch
Actually,
as the
sorry,
math...
31. Sorry, 33.
Okay. And Kaylin, you watch as the dragon's tail arcs over and then down directly towards Mouse, but it slams into the ground next to her. And Mouse, you feel this impact, obviously, as this massive tail slaps down, like not even like a foot next to you. You swear you can see divots in the ground now.
They just
From the
suddenly
impact.
open up next to me.
Oh.
And that will bring us back to Herald.
All right. So first of all, have you considered maybe revealing the dragon on the map? I think that might have some like a bit more impact than us staring at the. I'll leave that up to you.
Okay.
Since we can see the foam, right? So
Sure. Okay.
yeah. So seeing this like kind of foamy outline on the doorway, sort of above that doorway, Herald will say, "Oh, yes, that okay. So I'm in range of the boss for the first time ever.
Oh, good God.
I would like to
Ah!
I would like to remind my crew, the crew of the Sundivers, to get her. In case you were thinking of getting something else, don't get her." And then
That looks awful ominous, Captain.
and then Herald will use clever attack on her.
Okay.
I bet her CR is above 10, so she's not particularly. Oh, you know what? I can spend Resolveroni, right? Spend a
Sure
Resolveroni
can.
to get everyone, yeah, mega flat-footed. Yeah, let's do that.
I believe that's
Do
what
it
they call
anyway.
it. Resolve.
Okay. We're bringing in a rarely used rule on this show, Resolveronis.
It's part of the power you can spend a resolve point to.
Is that a
make it
San
as if it
Francisco
succeeded.
treat, or
Yes.
what treat? Okay.
No, it's correct. All right, and then that is a 25 against EAC, flat-footed, plus 2 EAC, so effectively a 29. I don't know if that hits. I haven't really
And
been looking
I
too
am-
closely at those attack rolls.
I am threatening, so that's a 30. I imagine I'm threatening.
I'm threatening.
I may not be very threatening, but I am threatening.
Yeah, no, it hits. You see it mostly harmlessly bounce off of the dragon's scales, but
I think she has all of the resistances, team. All of them.
every resistance.
She even resists force damage.
Boo.
That's
Nothing
not correct,
resists
but-
that. No, yeah.
Hey.
I mean,
I'm sorry to interrupt, but Gur must know. Has anybody else taken HP damage? Because he's not healing anybody right now, and that doesn't.
and that just feels
Nope.
wrong.
I have.
Nope.
Looks like,
I have-
yeah, Kaelin's down 1, Ninnin's down 3.
Simon, you traitor.
Give me your HP. So in the last 2 turns, Gur has healed both of you respect.
Yeah. So
All right, if you really want this one from last fight, you can
I don't
have it,
want
I
you to
guess.
have it. Gur,
I
keep
do want it. I
hate-
want it.
Spread
Alright.
spread out the damage, please.
Don't worry. That we know. I absorb damage for reasons. You'll see on my turn.
Okay, buddy.
Ninden.
All right, Ninden is going to look at the plasma sword in his hands, toss it to the ground in disgust, and then,
Yeah, minus 20 damage is brutal.
he's gonna shift over here,
Okay.
using his move action, which will mechanically allow him to then draw his star knife.
Oh, hold on. Before you do that, if Seth will permit me a slight retcon, I have an ability called Sudden Shift that I never use, that I will use after I hit him, her. And that is, I spend my reaction. Everyone can use their reaction to take a 5-foot step, if they so choose.
And Ninden already used his reaction.
Got it. Doesn't help at all.
But
But
everybody
anybody else can use their reaction to move if they'd like.
get the hell
Yeah.
away from it.
Well, the problem is that Gur and Kaelin are still within reach, even if they take a shift away.
But they can
I'm
start
not-
moving away. This is still
No,
useful.
Kaelin's.
Oh, you're right.
I'm
Mouse can.
55
Grr
feet.
uses his.
Actually, hold on a second. So you're 55 feet up. The dragon is 10 feet up, and the dragon is huge, which means that it's 15 squares tall.
So
it's-
25.
Can't
plus
quite
it's
reach
15.
me.
Well, plus it's 15-foot reach, unless it has more.
I shift
no,
further up. I'm
It,
60
it,
feet
has
up
it
now.
has 15 foot reach, but that's still not quite enough to
No,
get
exactly, because that puts it at reaching 40 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I couldn't shift up technically
Right.
because it would take.
You can shift
10 feet.
horizontally.
I will
Whatever.
shift
I'll let you do it.
this way.
Okay, that works too.
So then Ninden shifts over here,
Mhm.
draws his star knife, bringing out Old Faithful,
Yeah.
and he is going to. This one does not have a cold fusion on it, so this is just piercing, but it is a magical weapon because it has
called.
the cold fusion. Yes.
Mhm.
So Ninden stabs, and he stabs really good. It's a 29 to hit KAC.
Yeah. Let me see here.
Plus-
Plus
plus 4 for
sorry,
her
that's a
also.
31 versus flat-footed AC.
I'm pretty sure that's a hit. Let me double check that real quick. Oh yeah, you're good.
Sweet.
However, roll that 20% mischance.
Ah, it's a 14.
Oh,
Life is hard.
no.
I hate it. Invisibility has always been my least favorite thing about Starfinder.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Just the
it is
fact
what
that
it
it's a
is.
dragon is not enough. It's a dragon with greater invisibility and
Yeah.
haste.
With greater invisibility. Okay. Yep. That's Ninden's turn. At least he's got his knife out.
That's true. Mouse.
This will be the knife that cuts the dragon's heart out.
Oh boy.
Well, gotta keep that foam up. Mouse is gonna. Ooh, hold on. Just a moment, please. Yeah. Okay, Mouse is gonna be kind of cowardly, but not in a bad way.
Mouse is gonna move to like
Through Ninden Square. You know, sort of like sliding
It's
under.
gonna get an attack of opportunity on you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Are you sure you want
Okay.
that? Those are bad.
I guess.
I mean, or she can go here.
It's got
Yeah.
a stupidly long
It's
reach.
got long arms.
It's got-
big long
yeah.
arms.
Like, how long of a reach? Can we get like
15 foot.
15 feet.
15 foot? Oh. Well,
So you're
hold on.
technically already in a threatened square right now.
but I'm behind a bush.
It's over you, looking down.
Oh, okay then.
You know, perching as a dragon tends to.
Well, with
Yeah.
your 5-foot step, you were here before, right? You could have shifted back here if you wanted to be out.
No, actually, no. I was over here.
Yeah,
on
she
the other
was she was further north. Yeah.
Got it. Yes.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
I mean,
You want that
I
phone?
don't know.
You have mobility, don't you?
I sure
I do
do.
want the foam. Yeah, and
Actually, you know what? Just letting you know, Kahlann's Wisp ally will go ahead and function as
well
giving
as
it.
the foam.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah, so
Then-
just don't
then
worry
pronk the
about
foam.
Yeah,
using
prompt
your-
the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mouse is gonna drop the that thing.
Fire extinguisher.
Fire extinguisher.
Fire extinguisher. Yeah, her good old friend. And take out the Algid Freeze Ray.
Oh.
Algid Freeze Ray. It's a line weapon.
Uh-huh.
And shoot it in its wispy face.
Are you going to move back before you do that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna.
For the love of God, Mouse.
Just just thinking maybe you might want to.
There.
Let's see. How long is the range on this bad?
More than
Enough.
that.
More than enough.
Awesome. I'm gonna move.
Here.
Well, so if
should
you
not do
move,
that.
you provoke. If you shift, you don't.
Okay.
Yep.
Shifting and
Okay.
firing.
Okay.
We're gonna get there.
Yep.
All right, 23. Oh wait,
Let's
that's wait, is that with
25,
So we've
26
got-
with coordinated shot versus
Mhm.
flat-footed. EAC.
You just barely make it.
I make it.
Yeah.
So yes, that is a hit, and that appears to, while not maybe having the effect that you would like it to have, it seems to be doing greater than other efforts so far.
Yeah, ice.
Hey, it doesn't like ice.
Yeah, I tried that. It was basically glancing off the scales.
You were using one of those hybrid weapons.
Hmm.
That will bring us to Grr, who's
Great.
looking really healthy right now.
Super healthy. He's gonna
Don't
look
you lie to
even
me.
How
better
you
here in
looking
a
up there,
second.
Gur?
Gur takes a moment and he kind of focuses and casts upon himself Mystic Cure at level 2, but enhances it by also using his move action to also cast his healing channel upon himself.
Okay.
So he's going to spend a resolve point, but he's going to get effectively 5d8 plus his wisdom modifier.
Goodness.
Yeah, all right.
That's a 37.
Dear
That's a pretty
Lord.
good roll.
That is a darn good roll. Yeah, that's exactly
That's
what Gur needed right now.
Yeah.
All right, how are you feeling after that?
Almost
I'll
at
let you know in
full,
a
but you
second.
know, no stamina.
I have 8 stamina. Actually, thank God for DR.
Yeah.
No, above full. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's sorry. 8 looks a lot like a 0. You know me.
Ooh, yeah, overhealing.
Numbers.
Look at that. I got over.
I don't know if that's a
Nice.
mechanic in Starfinder.
Pretty sure the excess hit points stick around until the beginning of my next turn is the wording for it. In
Oh, is that what it
Soldier,
is?
but I
That
don't-
makes sense.
Weird. Okay.
That's like temporary hit points. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh. That
I-
does see Mystic Cure has so many little provisos and whatnot that like you always ignore just because it's like you need healing, I got healing,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
there's overflow that goes places.
All right, Kaylin.
So I'll go ahead and use 30 feet of my movement to go up another 15 feet. So I'll be at 70. My wisp will continue to do its thing. I will
Is it
count
providing
up my
cover
haste.
still?
Yeah, it's providing cover for Ninden. 70 feet up.
Thank you.
We're on the 5th round of haste, 2nd round of the wisp. And as a move action, I have a standard action with which I will cast a 2nd level mind thrust. I
Yeah.
need a will save, please.
Sure. What is the DC on this one?
Lower. It's probably gonna make it.
More like a will definitely
but-
save.
Yeah. I think it's like a 19.
Uh,
But you can fumble a save. You
Yeah.
can critically fail
Still
a save.
decent damage on half, right? 8 damage.
You can-
Ignores all resistance.
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, unfortunately, even though the roll was pretty low, it still manages to get resist. Let's see, so that's 8. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Damage on the board.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me just
Boss
a
turn. This is my least favorite one.
Well, you don't
Yeah.
like the boss turn?
It's not my favorite
No.
turn.
Oh, gotta
not
stop
a
letting that
fan.
boss have a turn.
Yeah, of the 6 turns each round, it's definitely my least favorite.
It's doing more damage than we are as a party of 5.
Yeah.
So, Kaylin, actually, what you witness is after it attacks your friends, and then you hit it with a mind thrust while flying upwards. You see the dragon's face, and this is, I have to imagine, a very terrifying thing to see. You see the front of the snout lined up with you, looking up at you.
Oh no. Oh no.
and
No.
everyone else can feel the ground beneath them shift as powerful muscles push against the surface of the spire,
Oh,
and the
no.
wings spread out. And you watch as it flies right up to you.
No.
Linden's going to take an attack of opportunity.
Go ahead.
As will Gur. No, he didn't have his.
That's a nat 1, everybody.
Oh no!
Way to go, Ninja.
Thank you, Juan.
Kahlinn,
No,
I will need to know your KAC for a few reasons.
it's not enough. 24.
Okay.
Oh, Kahlinn.
Caster.
Oh.
Light armor. I usually just stay out of the way, so I always get
And
new
the
armor
negative
last.
levels. I bet the
And
negative
I have
levels
2
hurt.
negative levels, yeah.
I do
That
this with
lowers it by
AC.
2.
Oh dear.
Oh. Are you gonna kill me? Please don't kill me. I don't want to die. I'm too young to die!
We need that wisp.
Oh, the wisp. Okay. I didn't think about that. So that gives you covering fire too, right?
No, just Ninden. I have to
Oh, you have to determine a specific ally?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Okay, well, I tried.
That's why I usually do harrying, but it was a big enough threat that
I
went
tried.
covering instead.
Okay, you are bit for
Oh, no.
29 piercing damage.
Ow.
You are
Ow.
clawed for 30 damage.
Ow.
Oh, how does she? Oh, haste. Got it.
Yeah. You are clawed again for 23 slashing damage. And then you are hit by the tail for 32 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, come on.
I'm not dead yet.
Can't take that many attacks. This is Starfinder, not Pathfinder.
I'm not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet. Oh, but that hurt.
Happy.
So, yeah, after that, you see Kahlinn getting hit by... There's these glints that suggest that the dragon is doing something, but you see these actions being actualized on Kahlinn's starlight form as she gets smacked around.
Did you roll concealment on all those? I have concealment.
Oh, you have concealment.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right. She's
My
a
starlight
star
form.
right now.
Oh, jeez. Okay, we'll have to.
Also, it needs a
remember
fortitude save.
We'll have to remember the.
When it ends its
Hold
turn
on a
next
second. I'm describing things.
Okay.
Okay, we'll have to remember the damages then. That's inconvenient.
Ooh.
Quick, somebody go back and clip that section and then tell
Yeah,
us.
actually, if somebody can clip and re-listen to the damage totals that I gave, that would be massively helpful. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and roll concealment. So that's 20% mischance, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
On the edge of my seat here.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Actually, don't bother.
Okay.
The lowest I got was a 20.
Drat.
Well, 1 through 20 is a.
So I think the 20
Oh.
would actually be a miss.
Yes,
Is-
the 20 would.
So
would be a miss.
that was the bite that I rolled that. for.
Yes.
So however much damage the bite did, we can reverse that.
I think it was like 29.
I'm only gonna go with
That
29.
sounds accurate. Yes, I believe it was
Because I
29.
think
That
I
sounds
remember
right
it
to me.
stepping up to the 30s after that.
Yes, yeah, it was 29. So go ahead and reverse 29
Okay.
damage from that. So you don't get hit by the bite, but you get slashed and clubbed
is
by
not-
the tail.
As bad of a day.
No. You said a fortitude save.
Yes,
that
it needs a fortitude save or be blinded. But
Okay.
it'll make it unless it fumbles.
Yeah, it's good.
Probably. I imagine
so,
with a dragon.
I don't even need to ask you what the DC is for that one. As Kahlinn is being hit by this, everyone can hear coming from the northeast, outside of the archway in the dome that's overhead, something that sounds like a series of jet fighters approaching.
Yay! It's the Blue
everybody
Angels!
everybody who looks up can see 3 silver spheres rocketing in at extreme speeds, and as they pass through the dome, they all shoot at the dragon.
Oh,
Pronk, yeah!
Minden's waving his shield in the air.
In an instant, her invisibility spell is countered, and she twists painfully in the air.
Yeah,
we have
some things are happening.
Actually lay eyes on the dragon.
All right, we're back. Sorry.
Okay, we're back. Got it.
Ooh, she's so cool.
And she is there up in the sky next to Kahlannal, recovering from this attack. And that is where we are going to go to break.
Ah, goodness
Whoa.
gracious.
Oh goodness, this dragon.
That's a scary Dargon, I tell you what.
Yeah, it wasn't challenging enough that it was a fight against a dragon. It has to be invisible and hasted and all this sort of stuff, right?
Yeah. I tell you
that's-
what, I thought the 2 fire giants last week were scary, and here we are fighting a dragon,
Running out of spells.
an
You know.
invisible dragon,
Yeah.
And HP.
An invisible.
running out of spells and
hasted
HP and
caster
stamina. Luckily,
dragon.
I have 8 resolve points left, so
Yeah, I've still got.
hopefully I can resolve tank if and when I go down. But that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. He said.
Don't resolve
twice.
tank.
Yeah, we
rest
learned
in
the
peace,
hard way
Itzy.
when we played against the Aeon Throne.
Ripsy.
It's okay, I have RP. What about massive damage? Oh.
Is massive damage still a thing in this system?
It is,
Rolls a
yeah.
crit.
It's
Yeah.
not
Oh
even
no,
an
no, no.
optional
Yeah.
rule.
No.
All right, so yes, we're going to take some time to find the bathroom in real life. We'll be back approximately 14 minutes after the hour. So we hope to see you again, fully refreshed and ready to finish the fight, hopefully, when we return. So don't go anywhere. Hello. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for joining us in locating the restroom and utilizing these facilities, enjoying them to their fullest extent, as I'm sure everybody did on the break.
Group
course.
bathroom
What else do we do?
time.
That sounds weird. When you put it like that, it sounds weird.
Talking bathrooms with the NSA crew. So I wanted to bring us back to the talkie screen just for a moment, not only to just kind of talk about stuff going on around the holiday season, but mention that we are locked in to character concepts for the next season. So what are we calling this thing again? The Choose-a-Palooza?
Who's
who's what?
Yeah.
Well,
who's
now we are.
NSA gonna play?
Who's
Or
NSA
what's
gonna
NSA
play?
gonna play?
What's NSA gonna play? Yeah,
should be
what?
who.
I don't know. That seems a little.
It should be who.
That-
It's who's
Where
NSA.
will NSA gonna
Where's
play?
NSA gonna play? Probably the internet.
Why is NSA
Yeah,
gonna
why?
How
How?
may
Why?
NSA play today?
When? So
Our elementary school language arts teachers would be so proud of us right now.
yeah,
Sure.
everybody gets a gold star. No,
Okay,
so
I'm
we do have a poll that you can submit your email address to and your name to, and it will allow you to choose from some options to see if you can guess who's playing what in the second season, and we're keeping it broad enough because there are literally like 120 races or species you can play in Starfinder at this point. So the ability to narrow down to a species and class choice is absurd. So we've done a little bit of work for you.
Yeah, it's a mix and match. There are some red herrings, though.
Of course, there's some red herrings, but there is a link right now in the Twitch chat. I imagine when this episode goes up, we can include it in the podcast description as well as the YouTube description. We'll run this until the 1st of January, so you have until the next year, 2020, by the way, is the year coming up, if that hasn't sunk in for anybody yet.
Yeah.
And whoever gets it the closest will be getting a gift card to the Paizo store, so you can get one of these rad books that we use to do the show. I think, what was the amount we settled on? We're doing it's like $25.
Survey
I
says
made
$20.
I made an executive decision. $20.
Okay, $20. $20 gift card to the Paizo store, which that'll get you a couple that'll get you the core rulebook in PDF form.
Yeah.
Plus something else of your choosing, of which there.
The nice thing about Paizo gift cards is that partial credit you just apply to your next thing. If you have a couple bucks left, it doesn't vanish.
Right.
They're coming for Nick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm in downtown Seattle at the moment.
Just at the moment. She's mobile. You don't go looking for her.
I was going to say, which means she's within range of at least 2 hospitals. So that's fine.
So the other thing I wanted to bring up is we have, obviously we're in the holiday season. This affects people differently. I don't know how many days we're going to need to take off in the coming weeks. We're going to try to minimize it as much as possible. Of course, we're going to let you know in advance. That said, next weekend we will not be running a show because Tom and I are going to be, again, at PAX Unplugged in Philadelphia.
We can stream games, probably.
Yeah. Why don't you guys stream some PAX action?
Oh, that
No,
that sounds
Simon
a lot
was
harder.
definitely talking about you all playing games without us.
Oh, well, we could do that too.
Yeah. I mean, I did just get Jackbox Party Pack.
We could do that, yeah.
1 through 4.
1 through
Sure.
4. We'll just do all.
So you may be able to hang out with anybody who's not Tom and myself. If
which,
people want to get together and play games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
not as
4
good,
people. Maybe we could grab Tyler to get 5.
I was gonna say it's probably
Rude.
better.
I'll definitely play and ruin all of my friendships with all of you.
How will you ruin
Oh
our
my
friend? It's not a
gosh.
trivia game.
Oh, good.
There is a
But
trivia
yeah,
game.
and, you know,
Yeah, we're not
I'm
gonna
not
play
gonna
that.
maybe Seth and I
I'm-
can
I know my
send
wife.
in like a little video from PAX or something like that individually together.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if
whatever.
we can work something out.
We'll at least take a selfie and maybe post that somewhere just to prove
At
that we
least-
have in
at
fact
least a
met in real
selfie.
life.
We'll post it on Seth Loves TLJ.
We'll post it on our MySpace page.
Yeah, MySpace.
Yeah, there too. Always make sure to check our MySpace page.
Also,
my
the
live
GeoCities
journal.
page.
It'll
Live
be our
journal.
AOL icon. Well.
I'm
Look up our
gonna
Yahoo
sign
email
into
address.
AIM and update my AIM profile picture.
yeah.
You gotta
no,
make sure that message, tells us all what you're doing.
God,
Your relay message.
Do you guys remember the dark ages of online communication?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
Yeah,
I lived
clearly.
it.
eventually you had to go with stuff like Pigeon, which was like an aggregate because
Yeah,
nobody
'cause
could
there were so
agree on
many
what
different
platform
protocols.
to exist on.
And to be fair, we still
Right.
have that problem, right? We still have some people
It's
on
true.
Discord, some people on like Facebook, some people on Hangouts.
There's
Well,
another
Hangouts
platform than
kinda
Discord.
No,
Yeah?
Tom, and don't think about it. Anyway,
Okay,
I think that's all that we have to
scary.
cover.
Podcast update. We've been passed on to somebody else in the chain of Anchor.
Okay.
Tier
Um,
2 technical support.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We defeated the first boss. We're moving on to the next.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
their CR?
What's
CR
our
is like
CR?
over 9,000.
Incomprehensible.
Yes, unknowable.
Yeah.
But you know, you guys are gonna get a lot of content all at once.
It's gonna be great.
because
Well, and for anybody who's watching this in the future, it doesn't affect them at all. So
that's
Yeah.
true.
Those,
That's true.
those of you sitting here watching us talk about this, it really doesn't affect you.
yeah. So
And if you're
let's
listening
move
to
on.
us in the future,
Yeah.
sorry, all right, I'll end the joke.
Joke canceled.
Yeah, and now
Done.
the goof is
Done.
over.
Yeah,
Yep.
no. All the characters just Monty Pythoning, yes, let's
Get
on
with
Get
it.
on with it.
Dragons just like, yes, get on with it.
Get on. No, the dragon's like, no, it's okay. We don't have to keep fighting. No. That is what was happening though.
Yes. We just-
Kaylin,
Air support just came through and
Yeah, we just
strafed right
received an
over.
air support.
only after Kaylin was clawed and then clubbed by a massive tail in midair.
Just a bit.
Yeah. It's okay. She's not bloodied yet. Well, no, I think is when you're out of stamina, is that bloodied
I suppose.
Makes sense.
as a
This
player
is not
character?
a Starfinderism that you are using. I don't know.
Bloodied is, I think, first came up in 4th ed.
Yeah,
Right.
because
Yeah,
there were a
half
lot of
hit
mechanics
points.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Function
just a
off of
half
that.
hit points.
This is a Wizards of the Coast term, and I do not know to what you were.
Yeah. Nick's quick. We got to move on before Nick.
Yeah, before things go down.
poo-pooing
a bad
She just
D&D.
signs out.
Yep.
Mm,
Nick has
Yeah.
left the chat.
Yep.
Oh,
So
hey,
it's
what's up, Jack?
Gerald.
Yeah, Harald, it's your turn.
Oh, hello. I wasn't ready for this. I forgot. I will. My companions have cruelly told me to hurl myself into this dragon's claws so that they don't have
You
to.
know I was kidding.
all right. So instead of doing that, I will. Oh, so the dragon went up super high, right? Do you want to show?
Yes,
its elevation?
sorry. Allow me to join Kaylin in indicating how high up. 70 feet up.
So high right now. So 7. The range of my stuff is 60 feet, so that's 12 squares. Might still be in range actually. 8 plus.
Oh yeah,
7,
since you're 20 feet up, right? Is that correct?
Yes. No, 10 feet up, 2 squares up.
Oh, go ahead and change that to a 1. We're just going by like.
Yeah. Well, 2 squares
The
up.
Roll20 is a robust tool. However, it does not allow for certain things.
No, sorry, other way around. So I'm 2 squares up, which means my feet are at 10 feet and my head is at 15 feet.
Right.
So I'm like 2 above ground level, not.
That's what I'm saying is like Kaylin and the dragon have a 7 for 7D.
Oh.
Yeah, do it in multiples
Yes.
of 10, not
10?
multiples.
We're doing
Dang
multiples
it.
of 10, not
That's
multiples-
way more
not squares.
complicated. All right.
Well, what's your
You only
solution?
need
You can only go
5
up to
foot
9.
squares. Oh, you can only go up to 9. Yep, I
But you
understand.
can
the
only
issue.
go up to 9.
I understand the
Yeah.
problem. Okay, fine.
The
Yeah.
scale. Hence, we are measuring in 10 feet.
Yes.
Solution is shorter ceiling, Seth. All right.
Look!
All right, so I'm 10 feet up.
Unfortunately, I didn't write this one.
10 feet up, 70 feet up.
Well,
That's
write
60
the
feet.
next
so,
one, Seth.
So I'd be okay if I was underneath,
to.
but I ain't. I'll fly up 15 feet. That
Okay.
still isn't high enough. So I will. Gosh, she's very high up there, isn't she?
Are you trying to get close enough to
Sure
inspire
is.
me? Is that what you're doing right now?
I'd like to be
because-
close enough to do anything.
If
All
you
my
would like to
stuff is-
hold that thought, I'm coming down there.
Oh, yes, that's a much better idea. I delay until the end of the. Is that a?
Why don't we?
I am at
all
the end of the
delay
turn order.
and
Hold
let
the
Kaylin
action.
Go before us.
It doesn't make a difference because she's going after Kaylin anyway.
Yeah, that's true. So just everyone delay till after Kaylin. That sounds good. Roll
Why
right.
does everyone delay?
Because then if you
Because we're
attack
all
now,
holding-
you won't get my bonuses to attack.
Oh,
Exactly.
all right. Yeah, I accept. Ninden
We're all-
also delays.
All right, party.
Well, just-
Hold. Hold.
Just drag Kaylin. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Kaylin's gonna dive.
Okay.
Dive.
Which I think would put her in attack of opportunity range.
Yeah, but I don't think I have much else choice.
Sure.
Oh, well, no, 'cause if I would draw, I have to still move out of a second.
You could 5-foot step away from her, and then
I'd have to do it
take
twice.
a single move down.
Yeah.
Right.
She would still get an attack of opportunity.
No,
You
because
have mobility,
15 feet. You're right.
Yeah. But I have mobility, so
Yeah. No,
actually,
I think
I
that's
should
Look, she's
acrobatics.
coming down one way or another.
acrobatics while I'm-
unconscious or conscious.
Yeah. Can I acrobatics while flying, Seth? Is that okay?
Yeah. So if you do a withdraw, can you then use acrobatics to try and avoid a second attack? Is that a thing
Square.
you can
That
do?
makes sense, but remember that acrobatics slows you down, and it's also against a
Acrobatics
pretty high
does slow
DC.
you down and withdraw as a full round action, so I don't think you could.
Well,
Okay.
you do
But
acrobatics as
I
part of a
can
move, right?
try acrobatics twice. Once for
Sure.
the square and once for the square
What's
after
the
it.
DC on that one?
15 plus 1.5 times CR, I want to say, and then the second square will be that number plus 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's worth a try, and I have 90 feet of fly right now, so...
Yeah. That makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah. Go ahead and make your first acrobatics.
Yes, let me, Can I close my character sheet? Like a dumb? I did. Please hold while I, pull this character sheet back up. And it loads. And it loads. And it loads. Gracious.
So yeah, ate a lot of turkey this weekend.
Oh, tell me
Nice.
more.
Tryptophan. Crazy, right? Don't feed it to your dog.
Oh,
Feed it to
kidding
your
me?
dog?
Why not?
It's bad for the dog.
Oh, is it bad for the dog? Okay.
Yeah, the chemical tryptophan is bad for dog brain or something.
Gotcha.
Yep.
My dog was not. Did
I
not
thought you were-
come
I thought you were about to-
Thanksgiving, So.
I thought you were about to perpetuate the myth that tryptophan makes you sleepy.
No,
All right.
I was not going into that. But
I
it sounds
call
like
that
we shouldn't go into that.
Tryptophan does
For
not make
the
you
first
sleepy. The
square.
big friggin' meal is what makes you sleepy.
Yeah, the
Oh.
super digestion makes you sleepy.
I guess we're going into this anyway. Hey, look, Kaylin got a 21.
Oh no.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
talk
It gets an
about
attack of
that.
opportunity.
It's only the one, so
It needs a 28 to hit me.
what if I told you on its bite it gets a plus 27?
It can still
Literally has to
fumble. Did it fumble?
It didn't.
Okay. Give me
That
some
is-
damage.
Disgusting.
Rude dragon, and I'm not a fan of this dragon.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, I just had to collect thoughts for a moment. That'd be 38 piercing damage as you get another bite on your way out.
Oh my
All
god!
right. All right. 38. And so I'm 70 feet up. That was for the first square.
It doesn't get a second attack of opportunity, so you're all
So you
good.
don't have to do it.
Yeah. Oh. Gosh dang it.
So hey,
Yeah.
now you're free to move. You're good.
I am. I'm free to move, so I'll do
Well, building.
30 here. That first one though counted as,
Ooh,
and so we'll do.
I just
That'll be
reminded myself
40,
of something. Hold on.
and then
Wait, Seth has a thing.
70 down.
It misses.
Only takes 35.
Yay!
Oh.
Yes!
Concealment.
Oh. Why is...
From my starlight form.
Got it.
Thank you, Seth.
Mm-hmm.
How much was that damage? 39.
It was 39.
Cool.
It was a lot.
No, 38. 38.
Oh
Okay,
goodness,
like
it
one
was
more off.
most of her health.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
I just saw her health bar jump up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of hit points.
Oof a doof.
But yes, that leaves me with enough to get to the floor with what's left of my move action there.
Mhm.
Putting me right next to a Herald, and with I guess I don't need to use my standard action to heal myself now because of my concealment. So I will throw another mind thrust at that dragon.
Also,
So
what
the
is
second
Wisp
level
Ally
one.
doing this round?
You know what? We'll do harrying fire. Next person gets a +2.
Okay.
Cool.
And in the meantime, make sure it doesn't fumble its will save, and then take half this damage.
Make sure it doesn't fumble, right?
Its will save, and then yeah, that's
Oh, jeez.
7 points of force damage
Almost-
straight to
Almost
brain
got a
pan.
20. 7 points. Yeah, that's unfortunately
Straight to
that
the
is
brain pan though.
that is
Can't
the
complain
case.
too much. And this is the 6th round of haste.
We're
Okay.
running out.
You're old.
No longer.
Right. As Kahlannal lands to the ground, looking pretty worse for wear, Harald will say, "All right, Kahlannal, you're doing good. The fact that the dragon is attacking you means that you're doing a good job. So, is this the wrong voice? That was my.
It is.
Sorry.
That was like Zip.
Yeah, that was Zip. Gotta think about shoes. Oh yes, thank you. You're doing a good job, Kahlannal. The fact that the dragon attacked you with, like, all 4 of its limbs means that you're being very effective. So, take solace in that. And this somehow encourages Kahlannal roughly 26 points worth.
Okay.
And then
Also,
Yeah.
Caleb,
I think
you've
that
got
drifted into
your
Jeremiah
5
there
HP
for a
back.
minute.
Yeah,
Kahlannal.
I'm not good at voice.
5 HP back.
Yeah, so you're back to
Perfect.
Not good at voices, sorry audience. But I will. It is out of range of all of my stuff because it's 70 feet up. All of my stuff is 60 feet. So instead, I will zoom south.
On the contrary, Simon, you are the one who has inspired me to do voices in Starfinder, so you're pretty good at voices.
They all blur together. And I will zoom over to get closer in range with all of my allies so I can do things. And that will use up all of my actions.
All right.
All
That'll bring
right.
us back to Ninden, looking up at this dragon flying up in the sky.
Yep.
Dragonfly in the sky.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
Ninden
what he
is
was
gonna-
singing about.
He's gonna start climbing up the wall. He doesn't want to get too close to the dragon, but so he's effectively standing. I imagine the dragon, since it's in its spot, it is sitting above the wall. Correct? Like you said, it was about 80 feet up.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
mid-flight, currently trying to recover from being hit. So
Then Ninden is 30 feet up the wall.
that's
As soon as I
that
can
wall's only
find.
10 feet high.
Oh, this wall that I'm standing next to?
Yeah.
Oh, the dragon is hovering midair.
It's got wings. It's flying.
Yep.
It
no,
ended
that makes perfect sense.
it ended its turn up there. Yep.
That was just my bad. Okay, so then that changes a few things. For thrown weapons, Gur, can I throw beyond the first range increment or no?
Yes.
Unless they change the way it works, you just start taking range
Yeah.
increment penalties.
Yeah, I'd
just
rather
range
not.
increment penalty.
So Ninden is going to climb atop the wall after all,
Mhm.
and he's going to fire his cathode cannon
Okay.
up into the sky, which should have
Limit
just
punch
enough
that.
range. That's only a 22 versus EAC. That is a 6 on the die. That is going to be a miss, I imagine.
Yeah, since the dragon is not actually get under flat-footed.
Yeah.
let's see here. I need
Sad
to
day.
Take those icons off of here.
It's too far away.
Sorry, just a moment. And let me get a sound effect in there. Unfortunately, yes, the shot does go wide, impacting the ceiling of the dome at some point.
Hmm.
I think that is your turn. Is that correct?
That is. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go over to Mouse.
Oh, I don't suppose a 24 would have done it because it had harrying fire on it from the sprite.
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Just wanted to make sure.
Worth a shot.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
Well, it's targeted, yeah?
Yes. Yes, you do have it targeted. I forgot to put that icon on there. Sorry.
Thank you. And
Now it's not invisible anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, just a sec.
All right. So now we're gonna use.
Now we're gonna use a gunna.
We're gonna use a gunna. Gunna sunna.
Oh no. I like to sing it.
Yeah, she's gonna use improved overcharge.
The improved version.
Yeah. Yeah. So in
She
exchange
has
for
that. That's right.
3 charges, well, 3 uses of the gun,
Mm-hmm.
which I believe she. Oh no! Oh no! She only has 2 uses of the gun left. So
Oh no. She goes to
Move
regular
action-
overcharge.
It's a move action to reload your gun.
That's true. And improved
It's-
overcharge, is that just the standard?
It is.
it
Overcharge is always
is.
a standard
So
to fire
she
your gun.
reloads
Okay.
and
Really cool battery slapping action.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's very impressive. And then she's gonna fire. Yeah. And if she hits, it's gonna be a 2d6 extra damage.
Let's.
Let's see that roll.
Oh, 29?
Yeah, that'll do it. So
Sure.
how many extra die do you need to roll here?
That's
2d6.
Okay.
So it's 11
Oh,
extra damage
yeah.
on top of 13.
Does that gun seriously only do 2d4? That seems wrong somehow.
the Algid freeze ray has been with her for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh
It's one
wait,
of her,
the
walking memory.
range.
30
increment.
feet.
Oh. And it's a line weapon, so
Oh.
it can't get past its first range increment.
Oh, it
Darn it.
can't.
It cannot. That's
Okay.
what a line does.
Do you have a different gun that you would like to use? Don't you have that ice carbine
I
still?
do, but it's cold and piercing, and so it loses some of its efficacy.
No, it's fine.
Okay, we'll do that then. Should I re-roll it?
Yeah. Well, because of the damage is
Right.
different.
Yeah, but you could probably.
Oh, the attack roll. Yeah, we'll keep the attack roll, but yeah, roll
Cool.
the damage.
Okay, so that's 16 because it rolled like 1 on one of those 3d8.
yeah. And then
plus
add the 11. Okay.
Yeah, so
so
27
that's-
damage.
27 damage, and half of that is ice, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other half is piercing, if that even goes through its scales.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. I'm sorry, I'm doing order of operations stuff in my head.
No worries.
PEMDAS! PEMDAS! No, let's see here.
Please excuse my dear aunt. What was her name? What was her name?
Now, did you know Order of Operations is taught differently in
Yeah,
Europe
it is
than-
now. It's
yeah,
weird.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but that's okay. I don't have to learn anymore. I'm past the point in my life where I have to learn new things.
You should continue to learn new things.
No, I refuse. Let's see here.
You can't make me.
No. You can't
This
make
is true.
me.
I can't make you, but you should.
Oh, I love that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I figured out the damage. I did it. I did it, everyone. Please clap.
Yay!
Can't clap, push to talk.
All right. That'll bring us to Gur.
And fire the sonic bolter.
Sonic Bolter. Sonic Boom.
Firing
It fires
defensively
up.
and oh my gosh.
Ugh.
Okay, well, good thing I fired defensively, getting that +6 because of the Juggernaut plates. But like, wow, can I roll better? Roll 20, please.
Above a 10 would be great.
Nolan is very upset with you.
Sometime today.
Well, I'm upset with Nolan.
All right. What actually happens? Let's see. When it comes around to the dragon's turn. Let's see here. I'm just looking up spell ranges. Oh, we're good. Oh, that's plenty.
It's Cosmic Eddie.
No, it's not Cosmic Eddie. Cosmic Eddie's already out. We're done with Cosmic Eddie. The dragon from midair voips again, teleporting to the northern sector of the platform.
God dang it!
I hate it
And
when bosses teleport.
you know what? I hate it when a boss teleports. You know what I mean? That really cheeses
Don't you hate
me
when your
off.
boss teleports?
And just to make sure I have the coverage. Yeah.
Well, hold up. Through a wall? I'm confused.
It's a transparent wall. And also she's taller than the wall is.
Okay.
Oh, I
The wall's
always
only
forget
10
that these
feet,
are only
remember?
10 feet.
Yep. After taking a moment, shaking her head from the pain of being shot by three protector vessels, the chariots, she settles her eyes on Gur and attempts to affect him with a spell.
I put a spell on
You see a glint in her eyes for a moment. Go ahead and roll a will saving throw, please.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
that's
a
my
31.
boy.
I'm sorry, did you say 41?
31.
31, okay. Equally impressive. Nothing happens.
I mean, not as impressive.
Gur stares back at the dragon.
I've seen
Just-
death.
Yes, exactly.
But I don't remember it.
Nothing.
You understand. You understand that she attempted to sow confusion in your mind.
Oh no.
Fourth level, as the fourth level mystic spell.
Is she still 70 up?
No, she is down. Sorry, that was something I was.
Ah,
also going
she's
to-
landed.
She has landed.
Excellent.
She does not have control over the height of her teleport because she is using a device for her teleportation.
What the
purposes.
puck?
So she has, yes, she has teleportation pucks set up around the arena, which is something that the crew doesn't know, but it's something that the players are aware of.
I mean, we
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
Aren't our teleportation pucks magical? Aren't they?
Yes, they're a hybrid item.
So therefore, they are glowing.
Oh yeah, you would notice them. Like they're small, right? Like they're
Mhm.
not very large.
Hasn't looked closely necessarily up to this point.
Yeah. I
There
mean,
was
if you'd like
spots
to,
one.
you can see that there's also one on the southern end and one on the eastern end. But as they're used, they go away. So
Yeah.
she only has 2 more places she can teleport to.
All right, we're in phase 3 of the fight out of 5.
Yeah. See, the music even changed.
Yeah.
Big boss
And
fight.
did she
Big boss
transform
fight.
a little bit? Like maybe her wings changed color?
You know, there's a little bit more fire coming out from around her.
Got it.
Everybody, make sure you don't stand on the glowing squares. If you stand on the glowing squares, you will die, and I will.
Right.
And I
It's
will
not
not
a haste
resurrect
buff.
you.
We've
All
used
right,
our battle
so-
resos. Sorry, whose turn is it?
It's Kaylin's turn.
Kalen's got it.
It's Kalen's.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking about teleportation pucks and not paying any attention to my turn. I apologize.
I thought you wanted to know about the teleportation puck so you could find out what to do with your turn.
I
You
mean, now I
just-
have a good idea. Actually, I could go throw them at the dragon, I guess, and then
Throw
she
the
can
pucks
go
at the
over.
dragon?
Electronic teleportation.
What?
I said, do Kalen's dream of electronic teleportation pucks?
Oh.
I see. Good joke. Good joke, Leaf.
Because, like, yeah, I've got the move speed. I could, heck.
You're
She's
just
got the
gonna throw the
moves.
pucks at the dragon?
Yeah, and then she just teleport in place.
Or throw them
ooh,
off
ooh.
the tower.
Better yet.
No, but then the civilians.
Is there a teleportation puck on this eastern balcony?
Yes.
Okay. I'm on the floor, so I supercharge my gates, which brings my movement speed to 60. And then with haste, that's 90.
Do those stack?
Yes, that's the reason I only get 10.
Got it.
And yeah. I am accounting for things not stacking, yes. And then I'm going to zoom. Oh goodness gracious. This is gonna be a pain in the butt. So let me just the ruler here.
Oh yeah, you're dealing with a suboptimal setup currently.
Yeah, I'm trying to do this with a. Okay, so that's 55. The trackpad. That's 25, so 60, 80. I can get out there and grab that puck. Yes?
Here, I'll do the measurement for you.
Yeah, I want to go around the cosmic eddy, and
Well,
over
has
to that
not-
balcony.
Is that still in effect, Seth?
It should be. She put it up.
For a few more rounds, yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's a rounds per level,
Yeah.
and my haste will run out right after it. So,
Mhm.
and I grab that teleportation puck.
Okay.
But that probably takes me 2 moves.
God.
The
I
I mean, like,
wisp.
if your idea is to just kind of fling it off the edge.
Oh no, I'm not gonna fling it off the edge. I'm gonna go give it to Ninden.
Oh, okay.
So next time the dragon tries to teleport, she teleports to Ninden.
Oh god. Oh god.
Because that is where we want the dragon.
Hey, Kaylin, what's this? Oh no!
Thank you, Caleb. What the frunk?
Why is it a dragon?
Why is it a dragon? Herald, it is your
All
turn.
dragons.
Herald, Herald, sighs in exasperation to the teleporting dragon, because it is once again out of his reach. So he will move 30 feet. Over here, clinging to the computer again, and now I think it's within 60.
Because he needs to be really close in order to point at the dragon and say, "Shoot that thing!"
shoot that thing, Captain. We can't see what you're pointing at.
Hold on, let me get closer.
Oh, the dragon, the one enemy on the map. Got it. Thank you, Captain. Is it worth shooting? You know, instead of using get him, I will use clever attack.
Okay.
That is probably a high enough check to feint,
Ooh.
but not a high enough attack roll to hit.
No, you don't manage to hit, which is unfortunate because that damage is actually pretty solid. But,
Yeah, don't mind me.
I mean that damage is pretty high. It's over her damage reduction
Nice.
by 7
Yes.
points. So it
Look
would have
at
been
that.
7 points on the board if that was a good attack roll, but it wasn't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Um,
Look at your failures. Look at what you've done.
However, that is enough to flat-foot the dragon versus attacks until your next turn without needing to spend an RP. So you do have that benefit.
Yeah.
You kind of shoot her in the schnoz. A lot more schnoz action.
Whap her on the
It's
nose.
irritating.
Yeah, she didn't expect it. I keep fainting, and she keeps on being surprised.
That'll bring us back to Ninden.
All right, so Ninden is up the wall. I should have moved him onto the wall last round because he's like standing on top of it, right? That was my goal last turn.
Right.
Was to get in range. Okay, so now Ninden is going to tightrope run himself down the wall.
Oh no, but I like this because like it's kind of like a spider body, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like I imagine it's like the legs are actually like down on either side of the wall.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
he's
just kind of like
ding, ding, ding,
shimmying
ding, ding,
forward.
ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding. Yeah.
Spider vest. Doing whatever that spider vest
yeah.
does.
No, I'm
right,
imagining
so-
more of a monorail vest.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a monorail.
Monovesk.
Oh yeah, like the legs grip the wall and then it just kind of slides along it with some sort of
horrible,
like wheels
horrible
underneath.
metal on metal piercing noise. Although there are gravitational. Listen, there are gravitational tips on the ends of my legs, and so yes, this is perfectly acceptable. That's how this happened. Ninden just sort of like, menacingly creeps along the wall for his move action. And then as he's coming around, he's going to take his star knife and just sort of flick it towards the baddie because he's not... Yeah. So he flicks the star knife. Hiya.
Star knife, star bright.
That is a crit! Ladies and
Ooh.
gentlemen.
Woo!
That
Right in
is
the eye.
a crit.
Wowzers.
That is 56 points of piercing damage.
that-
No, hold on. Let me roll for concealment. No, I'm joking. So yeah.
Rude.
She goes
Uh,
right before it hits.
Invisible. No. Yeah. No, that is a critical hit. Unfortunately, no critical effects on this knife. But yeah, that is
Nah.
a solid. 46 damage.
56. Oh no, you're right. 46. It is 46.
yeah,
My
yeah.
bad.
Before
I was
damage
too
reduction,
excited.
but
Yeah.
is there any damage reduction?
Remember, it is a magical weapon. So if I remember
don't
you
think
mentioned,
any amount of this damage is resisted.
that's why he's using the star knife. It's the one that Gur gave him.
Yeah.
Or rather,
quote
he took
unquote.
from, yeah, he
Hey,
took from Gur's dead body.
That knife
So-
looks a little familiar there, Ninden.
Yeah, it's yours. It's doing great. Ninden snaps his fingers, and the knife appears back in his hands as a swift action.
Oh yeah. So what happens is, Herald fired a shot at Nysteryx, and it hit her on the snout, and she just kind of shakes her head and delivers a snarl right before Ninden hurls a knife, which goes directly into her eye.
It was a
which,
distraction.
Apropos.
which really loud roar of pain following before the knife just teleports out of the dragon's head,
Yeah.
skull place, and then back into Ninden's hand
Pretty
Freshly-
horrific.
with a fresh coating of eye goo.
Yeah.
Nice work, Ninden.
Oh jeez!
Oh,
Now it's your
God.
turn.
Now stop running.
Mouse.
Well,
And it is Mouse.
all right, Mouse. Mouse has got to skate over there, I guess.
All right, speed skating. What's a good skating song?
Skating USA.
Any disco song is appropriate.
Anything
Sure.
from Jet Set Radio Future.
Oh sure. Or just the original Jet Set Radio.
Yeah. I played Future on the Xbox when I was a kid.
I don't know
so
what
that's
that
what
is.
I know.
Jet Set Radio past.
Okay.
Jet Set Radio tomorrow.
Yesterday.
So that's
The graffiti seems so far away.
Oh, Pronk. No, wait.
Just
hold
as a
on.
question, what is the objective?
the objective is to
because-
get within shooting range again.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to go inside the room because that puts
Yeah, I
you
was
on
just
the
about.
wall.
I
Yep.
just realized that. I'm like,
Good to go.
wait, no, never mind. Fine. Okay, so she was actually here, and then
You're still hasted.
yeah,
so
I
you
know.
still have. Yep.
And then what range? How far away am I now?
How about now?
Okay. So unfortunately, that's
What's the range of your weapon?
the range of the weapon is 60 feet.
Yep.
So you
So
can
you
fire
do
with
one range
-2.
increment out.
I could fire from here.
Yeah,
At a
with-
minus
You
two?
could at a -2, but if you still have move left, so you could get within one range increment as well. So
But then could I fire?
yeah,
Yeah, because you
Oh,
haven't used
cool.
up all your movement because you're hasted.
yeah. Again, haste gives you 30 movement speed, so
Score.
you can move
All right.
60 feet. Yep.
And she fires.
Just once.
Alright. One shot.
That's a 20.
Unfortunately, that is not going to be enough to hit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Even
Gonna
with
need
the
to roll higher
+2
than a 3.
from flat-footed.
Gonna need to roll more than a
it's
3.
not. It's not enough.
goodness.
Yep.
To be fair, she has a +17 to hit.
Yeah,
That's pretty great.
that's pretty
Mouse.
great. That will bring us
Just rolled
to
garbage.
Gur.
Oh boy, Gur's gonna go ahead and do a thing. What's the
Okay.
acrobatics DC to climb this?
It would typically be athletics, but you have that pillar nearby, so if you'd like to use acrobatics to kind of like
Nope.
parkour up.
Nope. Athletics is what I meant. That's
Oh.
high for me. That's a 16 versus a 12. Yeah. What's the athletics DC to climb?
It's 10 feet and it's relatively smooth, so it would be kind of difficult. But if you want to like incorporate like climbing up on the doorway to your north as part of the movement, I'd give it to you for like a 20.
Let's do it.
Haggling for DCs here at non-standard action.
I mean, that's awful.
Oh my god!
Hey, look at that! Exactly
Wow!
20. What a lucky roll. That's a 4 on the die,
A
by the way.
4 on the die. Yeah, so maybe not the most graceful, but Gur is able to use his lanky, weird new body to kick up off of the doorway and on top of the wall.
Yeah, how do I offset myself? Well, whatever. Okay, it's double move to climb, and I've moved another, so that's about 30 feet of move. So I've got another.
Yep.
That's roughly about right.
Sure.
Oh, hi, Gur.
And Gur's gonna go ahead and take a shot with the thing. The thing, yeah, you know.
Okay.
the thing.
The sonic gun. Let's see if it works this time.
Isn't he gonna shoot me?
No. Oh no!
I'm not shooting anything. What are you talking
No,
about?
you're definitely not.
Wow. Yeah, Gur's just really unlucky with the attack rolls today.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
That's.
It's a natural
Guys.
3.
Guys, we are kind of in a clump, and it is a dragon turn.
I'm not over there.
Prompt.
I'm
I haven't
happily
used my
over here.
reaction,
Let's see here, just so I can.
and I
kind
have
of get-
oodles of entropy points.
Man. Now Spider Vest
Not
is stuck in
oodles
my
of
head.
hit points.
Spider Vest.
No, it's okay.
Spider Vest.
Does whatever Spider-Vesk does. Can he
Can
fly?
you swing
Yes,
from a
he
web?
can.
No, he can't.
Because that's
He's
not
a
what a
bit-
suit does.
All right. Nysteryx will go ahead and go back to her favorite position, which is mounting on one of the walls.
Uh-huh.
And then you see
Spider
that
dragon.
familiar,
Spider dragon.
gathering of energy in that schnoz. Let's see here.
Gosh
That
darn
off-
those schnoz.
That oft-booped schnoz.
Okay.
Off-pooped, yes.
Oof. All right. Can I get a reflex save from Herald, Gur, and Minden, please?
Minden would like to use his reaction to use Dampen.
Okay.
It's a free
spending an
action to
entropy
fall
point.
off the wall. And then you have cover.
No! Oh no, Gur! Oh wait, Gur,
Is-
do you still have that dive for cover?
No.
Damn!
Fall off the wall. Fall off the
All
wall.
Seth, I will read my thing once you finish your description.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, do you want to do that, Leaf? Do you just want to have Gur fall off the other side of the wall?
Is he allowed to?
If you want to use your reaction, you'll be prone
Oh,
on the other side of the
drunk,
wall,
yes.
but you won't get hit by this beam.
Gur falls.
You see something, he's like, oh,
Kidding me.
yeet! He just right off the other side of the wall. Let's see, we'll do, for prone, we'll do this, I guess. But, yeah, are you just having the damage? Is that what that is, Minden, or?
Yeah, so Dampen allows me to, as a reaction, do some cool things.
If you're involved in an area of effect.
Yes. So I believe I can spend 2 points if I want. Sorry, I need to actually pull up the power. How much damage are we getting?
64, below average.
Ooh, but doof.
So it's actually going to be 32 for the two of you.
At 6th level, if the effect allows a save and you succeed, you can spend 1 additional entropy point to allow creatures that successfully save against the effect to take no damage.
Oh,
Ooh.
well, there you go.
So Ninden's
nice.
hand, yeah, his star knife holding hand reaches out, and you just see like a wall of entropy emit from his hand, and it sort of meets the beam mid-air and disperses it harmlessly.
Do you, so
Expense.
do you also take no damage, or just other people?
to allow creatures that successfully save against the effect to take no damage. I imagine
Gotcha.
it's
Sounds
me
like
as
it's
well.
I imagine
Okay.
that Herald like opens one of his eyes and then the other eye after flinching. Oh, that wasn't so bad.
Right. All right.
Yeah, I needed the juice.
That'll bring us to Kahlannal.
All right. So I came up with an even better plan. I'm gonna
excited.
go. I'm gonna take this puck right here,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna. What happened to this cosmic eddy?
Swallow it.
Circle
Oh, yeah.
here. I'm gonna fly just like an inch off the ground because I actually
Mhm.
have more move speed if I fly. I have 90 that way. And I huck the puck into the cosmic eddy,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and then I go
Puck
after.
the
Then
puck
there's another
for
one
good luck.
to the south. You say?
Yes, there's one on the southern.
Do you want me to use a move action or a standard action to throw that into the eddy, or can I run in, throw it in, and run back out?
Just because you're trying to aim it, yeah, we'll have to use a standard action for that one.
Okay. Do you want me to roll for it, or
No.
do you
Well,
trust
I
me
mean,
to
I guess just
throw it into the?
it's a huge area. Even if you like, if you're
I'm trying to hit a
targeting the
20-foot
center-
radius. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're targeting the center and even if you flub it, the miss will still end up inside of the eddy. So.
Yeah.
Impossible
Perfect.
to miss.
Yeah. So she runs
You
in,
have to be
she
blind.
tosses the puck into the middle of the eddy, so that
Mhm.
if the dragon wants to teleport again, it's going to teleport into a space that has stuff in it, which means it
Mhm.
takes force damage, and it will be in its own eddy. Ha 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 ha. That's it. That's my turn.
So smart.
Okay.
Nice.
Mom's so smart.
And then we're back to Herald.
All right, is the dragon within 60 feet of me? Yes, glorious.
Glorious.
All right, then that is gonna be a get the dragon and shoot the dragon.
Get and or shoot the dragon.
Oh no, I'll spend
Oof.
resolve.
Oof.
Who needs this garbage resolve anyways?
Me.
He is resolved to not save his resolve points.
All right, so the 18 probably misses. So 6, what are you gonna do? But that is +4 to attacks on a dragon.
Excellent.
I just love the visuals of the dragon opening up to fire another beam of fire, and Gert's just like, oh no, it just like jumps off the edge of the wall like no, nope.
He's just like, see you guys later.
I'm imagining that gif of that businessman standing up from the table, walking up to the window and just
Yes.
Nope.
Ninden.
Ninden is going to. He's going to stay where he is, because you know what? He can do the same thing, and he shouldn't be full attacking regardless. So he can do the same thing from 50 feet away. So Ninden, with his spider legs, perches on the wall again,
Mhm.
and he is going to fling his star knife at the
All
dragon.
right.
Take the other eye.
That is a natural 2.
Ooh.
Toot toot.
Ooh.
+4 is not
hit.
enough.
Unfortunately, no, it is
Good
not.
damage, too. Oh well.
Yeah.
He recalls it as a swift action and takes up a defensive stance. Actually, he is going to raise his shield against the dragon because he has
Okay.
a move action to spare.
Got it.
Yeah.
Mouse.
Okay. Gotta shoot this dragon. Stop fucking moving. Well. Haste, my good old buddy. Let us move. Again. To... here.
Good old buddy for like what, 2 more
And-
rounds?
Huh?
I think we might be down to one more round, actually.
Well, I don't care.
All right, guys, don't follow me.
And she's gonna shoot.
I think it is 2 more rounds.
Oh wait, actually, and she's gonna, might as well, overcharge.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's
The improved version, right?
just burn, baby, burn.
This is the time to do it.
Yeah. I mean, when else are you gonna do it?
When what else are you gonna fight a dragon?
Yeah. All right. So
Ooh.
that's
Yes.
30.
Plus 3d6, right?
Oh yeah, roll your extra. 2d6.
2d6,
Oh, it's only
sadly.
2. Okay.
3d6 is the level 12 or level 14 ability.
Gotcha.
All right. That's
Still pretty solid. So
yeah,
28.
28 cold and piercing.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, that's a nice easy number. Okay, cool. Because I have to do like resistance, and then I have to do multiplication. Like I have to do a couple things here.
So much math.
But this one worked out. All right. Yeah, that's a good hit. Gur. Oh, by the way, she's been bloodied for a bit now. Just so you know, the combat has taken its toll on the dragon.
Go figure.
Yes.
Pronkin better.
Yeah.
Gur stands from prone and moves not over here. Inside, right around here.
Okay. Go ahead and take that "ow my aching back" icon off of you. All right.
My leg.
Having laid her eyes on Ninden, who wounded her eye. Knife is probably small enough not to destroy the dragon's eye, but it's definitely taken some damage. Yeah, she takes a couple leaping bounds right over to Ninden.
Oh, she's
Ninden,
big.
Ninden is gonna save his reaction, and he's
Okay.
gonna growl, "Yes, come over here. Let me take that eye. It won't hurt that bad. I've taken one."
Oh, that
No.
first attack is definitely a miss, so that's good. Oh, the
That's good
second one is a crit. However,
All right.
third one is also a hit.
Okay.
And what's the KAC again, just in general? Just so I can know.
Since I have my shield up against her, it is a 33.
Okay. Okay, so 2 hits, one of them a crit.
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh, these are numbers that you want to see on a critical hit if you're on the receiving end.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Let it be known, I am full of entropy once again.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so that first hit, that critical hit, is a claw attack, and Herald, right in front of your eyes, you see this meat hook come down, dealing. 52 slashing damage. And immediately followed by.
I'm gonna react to use mitigate against that. Of course, spending an entropy
why?
point. So 52 minus 8 is 46. Minus 5 for my DR is 41.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the second attack comes in. The second successful attack is going to be a 31 slashing damage with the second claw.
Okay. That's 26 after
Good
DR.
call saving your reaction.
Hey, thanks. Yep. Because I would be. I would have 1 hit point left if I hadn't used my reaction. All right.
That brings us back to Kahlannal.
Hey, Ninden, start gaining HP back.
Oh
Yeah.
jeez, oh
Yeah.
jeez.
At
I'm gonna
my
double
turn, I'll take-
move.
25. Or
A double move down to. There's a teleportation puck in the south,
Yes.
right? Move down here and grab that one.
Yeah. Even though you have to fly over the wall to do it, you have enough movement.
Yeah.
All right. You've grabbed the
Goes
other
up.
teleportation puck.
Over. Grabs it.
Okay.
That's it.
Herald.
Oh.
Hey, Herald, what would you like to do right now?
Then I can only give you encouragement once per round.
Get outta here,
Once per
Captain.
combat.
Get out of here.
No, I'm fine. Look, I'm fine. I'm gonna I mean, even if I run away, it can still full attack me, right?
If you were to use that clever attack of yours. Nope, never mind. That's only versus
Yeah,
attacks.
it's
we've
the whole
decided.
haste thing. No, I think we've got
Yeah.
this. All right. From adjacent to the dragon, I point at it. Probably only pointing up to it. Oh no, I'm like 10 feet up, so I like point to its sternum and say, "All right, team, continue to get him." And then I
Clever attack.
Point blank clever attack.
Which she is flat-footed to, regardless of success or failure.
Right.
Right.
Is that a good
And that
enough
was a
CR?
success.
Not a good
That
enough
was-
attack roll.
Not the rolls we were looking.
Well, one roll was one that we were looking for.
Yeah, arguably the one
Yeah,
that
better
matters
to have
more.
Yeah.
And that will bring us around to Ninden.
All right,
All right.
Ninden, you got this.
Okay, I take another 5 hit points back from my
Yeah.
friend Gur. And Ninden is going to desperately... one measured attack or two Star Wars kid attacks.
I like the Star Wars kid attacks.
Yeah,
Everyone likes
yeah.
the Star Wars kid attack.
And it
Yeah.
is flat-footed, so you might as well go for it.
Flat-footed
with
and
the
got
plus
him, so
two.
these are effectively these are
Yeah.
effectively neutral attacks. But it is the boss. Regardless, Ninden
Yeah.
growls, bears his star knife and slashes twice. 23 versus KAC and 25 versus flat-footed KAC and a 28 versus flat-footed KAC.
The die rolls were a 13 and a 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so like
I don't
maybe
think
the
I should
the 16
statistically
might
be
hit.
full attacking.
No, I
Because
think
I
you
don't
should.
think
Because if you hit on a 17 is the breaking point. Like, the thing is that bosses are just super hard to hit. And a -4
Yeah.
is still a -4. It's, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. All
Okay.
right. So, what you got for me, Seth? Give
So,
me the news.
what happens is effectively, this is a classic scenario. Maybe altered a little bit for sci-fi purposes, because you have a Vesk inside of a spider harness. So that's a little weird, but either way,
What are you
he's
talking about?
wielding-
That's a classic trope.
He's wielding a sword and shield, as it were, even though the sword is more of a dagger.
The sword didn't work. We
swing-
had to improvise.
That's true. So he swings his dagger at the dragon. The massive head rears back, and with his shield raised up, the head comes down for a bite, and through some sort of divine providence, the thrusting motion he makes goes up as the jaw starts to close around him, and goes up through the roof of the dragon's mouth. You notice it's hard to tell for a moment, just because the dragon was launching an attack, and this still probably does some damage to Ninden ultimately. However, you notice that shortly after the bite goes through, the dragon's body slumps down and promptly stops moving.
We
did it!
Man. Ninden, jerks the knife out of the dragon's body, lets it fall to the floor beneath him, and just raises his dagger and shield into the air and roars in triumph. And then probably, holds that pose for a second, and then woozily walks down the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I gotta sit down.
Use the last of my spells to heal you up.
Harald
use
brushes
this to.
Harald brushes some dust off of his untouched shoulders.
you conquer.
It's worth noting that somehow Harald managed to avoid a single point of damage in that entire fight.
Envoys.
Goodness gracious.
I was gonna take a little bit from that breath weapon until Ninden blocked all of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And thank God I did, because otherwise I would have been
you'd be
toast when
toasty.
she attacked me.
Oh, hey,
I rummage around in my pack and produce a Mark I Serum of Healing. Want this?
Oh
No,
yeah.
Hold on to that for emergencies.
also got a Mark II Serum of Healing.
I am
that?
tip top now.
Okay.
let's see, plus 24, and then 19 is going to put me over. Let me tell you how much in case you need to heal, Kaylin. I only need 12, so take 7 of that for yourself if you need it.
No, you have to have a thing to do that.
Mystic Cure? No. All overflow goes to the healer.
Oh.
Yep.
That's nice to
Says so
know.
in the stat block. Yeah.
But
It's
I don't need
nuts.
it anyway.
There's too much. There's too much
Mr.
information.
Gary, you want one?
Yeah, that's the thing.
No, I took care of myself. That 21 was for everyone within 30 feet of me.
Did we already turn off the inhibitor?
No, we were in the process when the
That's
dragon attacked.
Yes.
That's the next. That's the thing.
That-
yes.
Fine, I'll go do
That
it.
is going to be such a story to tell, Tendon. I can't wait to talk with him when we get back. Oh my god, that was a tough pronker.
When you probably stumble over there a bit slower than Herald because you're wounded and Herald didn't get touched, and he's like experimentally pressing a few buttons and they're all the wrong buttons.
I just smack your hand.
Oh
You take 1 point of damage.
no, my perfect record.
It's canon.
Ah, damn it.
Gur absorbs that damage as well.
No, it's stamina damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
It
psychic
didn't bypass and go straight to HP.
Yeah, it was psychic damage.
All right. I guess in the meantime, while Mouse is double clicking on the icon, Herald will step away and radio the commander. I keep forgetting his name, but Herald doesn't.
Panopolos.
Pineapple nose.
Pineapple nose. Got it.
Right, sure.
Pamplemousse.
Pamplemousse.
French grapefruit?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that's French for something. It's grapefruit. That's
Yes.
right.
Grapefruit.
Right.
Captain Pamplemousse, I'm happy to report that there's a dead dragon over here.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, everybody has some time here after the dragon's been defeated. You're standing aside from the context, the view that you have from up here is incredible. And looking down, there's only slight hints of fighting going on below. You can every once in a while catch the glint of the only three chariots flying around the city, taking care of little skirmishes here and there. When you contact him, he says, that would explain a few things. Some of the forces are starting to surrender. It could be that her life signs were connected to some sort of surrender signal or withdrawal command.
Well, regardless, we're trying to get the suppressor offline.
Okay.
Working on it.
As you, anybody who's looking out over the city, or just kind of paying attention, probably everybody but Mouse in this scenario, because Mouse is trying to disable the inhibitor.
Kinda busy.
You notice that not only has Panopolos explained that the forces around the city are starting to surrender, you actually see the warships that have the city surrounded. They begin to peel away, turn, and one by one they jump.
And they just leave their people there?
Mm-hmm.
Rude.
Savage.
Let them run.
Well, we knew they were bad people.
Gur's just looking out over the city, hero posing on the balcony.
Yeah, we need some triumphant hero music.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Hold on. Yeah, let me.
I can hum it. Do 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 do
Oh,
do
hail
do
the
do.
comet.
No. Hold on.
Oh, okay,
Hold on.
sorry.
I'm gonna see if I can find some sort of heroic music. Wow. None of this is good. You guys.
Yeah, Crow staying alive starts to play. I'll accept this, Crow.
Yes.
No. See, no. This is a weird thing. I wanted to. So I'm on a couple different shows, and for another one I use Fantasy Sirenscape. And as I was trolling through the different options that were available for different types of music, like one had something called a boss fight music on it, and I was like, okay, and I played it, and it was literally Those Who Fight Further from Final Fantasy VII, like the PlayStation 1 version, like the MIDI and everything. I'm like, why is this on Sirenscape? What the heck?
Your Final Fantasy?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good boss fight song for its time.
No, it's great. Don't get me wrong. It's just like I don't know what it's doing on Sirenscape. Like I know that Sirenscape music is technically fine to be played legally on stream, but I don't think that one is gonna count. I don't think you can use that one.
Maybe it's so old that it like entered public space or something.
Public domain. I don't think it's that
Something
old.
from Square.
Yeah, no, I guess you're right. I guess that takes
Regardless,
everything older than Mickey is.
Here we go. We'll go with this.
Perfect.
No.
Yes.
For 1920s dragon slang.
Nenden lights a cigar. And,
Hey, that's
you know,
Gersh stick.
puffed it. Not anymore. You died.
You don't have a mouse.
You killed me. You've killed
Wow.
Gersh. I knew it. That was your plan all along.
You just wanted his cigars.
Yes, that was it. He wanted to take Gur's cigar idiom.
Murder most foul.
Goodness.
A girder most foul.
Oh my god.
But
Yeah.
eventually, Mouse is able to get the inhibitor offline, and Gur immediately, you can start to feel your innate empathic and telepathic abilities. Just it's as if like somebody who had you pinned down just kind of got up. It's a massive relief.
I can see clearly now.
You feel unrestricted mentally, and you didn't even know what this felt like before. So it's almost like you got super powered.
I can see.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It feels like I can mechanically sense people twice as far away now.
Oh wow.
Parrot experimentally
That's
stands 20 feet away. And
And
thinks,
Gur is still able to talk to you.
and thinks,
Harold, I can still talk to you.
I can talk to you! Whoa,
Come back
crazy.
another 5 feet.
Okay. Bloop, I did it. Now can we still talk?
Oh, it's so worth
Oh, whoa!
It's like a kid with a walkie-talkie on Christmas Day, you know.
That's exactly what it's like.
It's like, no, go further. It still works.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once the inhibitor is taken down, the comms channels of Kahlannal just light up because it's no longer restricted by their psychic equipment is no longer restricted.
A bunch
Radio
of
chatter, huh?
Oh, a bunch of messages that were queued up waiting for an improved signal suddenly send. And so like a bunch of people on their comm units get like, hey, it's like, hey, did you get my joke? Okay, are you mad? Look, I'm so sorry. Look, I take it all back. Please just talk to me. Okay, I'll leave you alone.
Eventually they figure it out, Liz.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually.
I don't know. You would be surprised how often I have to ask the question, is anybody else in the area affected when I'm doing work at IT? And they're like, oh yeah, everybody in the department is affected. It's like, well, then it's affecting everybody and not just you, and I can't fix it. So anyway,
Right.
yeah, so messages start coming over the comms. It's full of different Anasan resistance fighters cheering and chanting. You swear you can almost hear it without the aid of the comms unit, as if the voice of the cheering is enough to reach the top of the spire through these electromagnetic domes that keep the fire energy out and keep the city safe. It seems that your mission was successful.
Woo! Oh, guys, let's jump off the tower with our jetpacks and then descend and like over
I
the
don't
crowds.
have a jetpack.
I don't have a jetpack either. I could. Don't get me wrong. I could probably survive the fall.
You got like
but-
a spider thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then you can climb
The
down.
spider thing. and
Quick,
then-
Mouse, climb
and then
on my
Mouse?
shoulders.
Yeah, perfect.
Gerd also
Um,
doesn't have a jetpack though, so
Come on,
Quick,
guys.
Gerd, climb on my shoulders. Before we go down, Ninden was examining the dragon's body, seeing if he could take a trophy or something like that.
oh no, Gerd's doing the same thing. We're taking teeth, we're taking claw.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah,
taking
you
an
can do that.
I'm taking an eye.
What are those metal
Sick.
plates on them?
So yeah, you would think by looking at it that there's like gear to be taken, but not quite. The only gear that was there was 4 teleportation pucks and a personal communications unit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ninden would flip the communications unit over to Mouse.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Let's see what kind of weird porn they look at.
Wow, you just
All
went right
Mouse,
there.
We need to have a talk.
Yep.
It's very bizarre. This weird stuff, man.
Oh, it's probably like pretty hot. Get it? Because they're.
Oh, boo!
She probably
All
should
right.
have cleared her search history before she, entered a climactic battle.
Always clear your search history, kids.
Yep.
Use your incognito windows.
You never know what's gonna
Just-
happen.
Yeah.
Adventurers
how
could come to your
confident you are.
house.
You get the impression that this personal comm unit was only used for very specific purposes. You don't get a whole lot of read into. Goodness, the wind is still going crazy out there. Sorry.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
So it was her work phone, so she knew not to look at like the weird stuff on it.
Yeah,
I don't
fair.
mean that. She actually probably had more of a tendency to use it for moments where she didn't have anything to do. But a lot of her official communication went through different channels, not this device.
Okay.
Yeah. However, if you'd like, I can just go ahead and we can move on from the spire.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so. We've spent enough time there.
All 5 of us
3
rocket down in our
episodes.
5 jetpacks.
Yeah,
Don't
we've
have
been
a
here a long
jetpack.
while.
Yeah, 3 episodes on this spire.
Yeah.
It's,
A lot has transpired here.
Oh Jesus!
Go home.
Ah,
You accomplished your aspirations.
We did, in fact, aspire for liberation.
I
Mhm.
guess I'm gonna go home then.
I'm inspired by all these puns,
Uh,
but now I'm
so-
getting a bit tired of them.
I think we've reached the pinnacle of our portmanteau.
Look, I get the point, you guys. You want to make a lot of jokes about spires and stuff.
All right, Seth, come down from your lofty heights and join us here and tell a story.
Well, I was gonna say, so if it didn't take literally 3.5 hours to kill Nysteryx, I might be a little bit more long-winded about roleplay stuff. But I'll go ahead and do some more truncated versions so I can set ourselves up for a nice ending for the episode.
Do what you got to do.
So, as you return to the Resistance, you find that you don't have to actually go to where the headquarters were. People are out on the streets, citizens and Resistance fighters alike. You're greeted warmly. There are Ifriti mercenaries and soldiers that have surrendered their weapons. They're being held at gunpoint, often tied up, restrained. The protectors are there to greet you when you arrive, and oh geez, I can't remember his name all of a sudden. That's embarrassing.
Panopoulos.
Z4.
Panopoulos' boss.
Yep. Z4 explains that during the fight, Nysteryx launched a breath attack, and Nysteryx separated herself from the Accord to shield the others from the attack, and unfortunately, the blast destroyed her chariot and killed her. So they lost Nysteryx and they lost one of the chariots.
oh,
However, as a result of your efforts, obviously the city has been liberated. They don't fully understand why the warships pulled away, but they have begun interrogating some of the Ifriti to see what they can find out. There was a communication sent out indicating that the ships are rejoining an armada. And
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Well, we know
they-
General
they're-
Kai wasn't here.
Mhm. And part of the message saying that they were rejoining was thanking them for their glorious service towards. Oh, geez. Now I'm Simon. I'm not remembering any names. Malika.
Malika, yeah.
Yeah,
you
Malika.
got it. You got it.
Malika. Yes.
Emphasis on the
And with a
the
slight
Malika.
pause before the
No, there's no pause there.
I mean, there is though.
So yeah, it seems like the warships left, perhaps to rejoin some armada.
Right. You know, it seems likely that now that we've helped you take back your city in the sun, we might need your help defending a different city in the sun.
Z4.
Oh, but you don't have any ships, do you?
Yeah, Z4 nods at that, but then you see him considering, and more so than you were able to before, because this, and again, like this effect is not just for Gur, it is for everyone, just because this is just kind of how the city do. I'm sorry, I realized I could probably have some background music going on here. I'm working on that. There's the psychic connection to all of the citizens around you is much stronger than it has ever been since you got here, and you can feel the excitement, you can feel the relief that these people have their city back, and you know, you do get the odd person projecting their hatred of the Ifrit. Perhaps as they look at some of the soldiers that are being held restrained. Z4, upon hearing you request assistance for the archipelago, he considers it for a moment. And he says, "Well, we don't really have a way to help in a combat sense. However, with the resonator restored and with Ezorod gone, we could probably reach the archipelago and deliver them a warning much more easily than before."
Anything you can do, I'm sure will help.
He nods and looks over at Fayfell, the one who reached out before, and she indicates that but without having the inhibitor preventing her from reaching out with her psychic communication, she can much more easily reach the archipelago and let them know that something is amiss.
All right. Well, we're excited to have helped you guys and excited to bring you into the greater Pact Worlds community. But yeah, the whole thousands of miles of plasma is going to be a bit of a blocker until we can get a whole fleet of these sun divers.
Right. But yeah, they indicate that right now the focus is going to be rebuilding. Probably many people are going to be celebrating at least today, but there are going to be others that are interrogating the Ifrit. So if you all want to take some time to rest and heal up, then they can update you when they learn more information.
Yeah,
Yes,
that'd be good.
please.
Yeah.
I need to sleep for days, I think.
Yeah, Harald surveys his team. We definitely
Kaylin
need
needs
to
days
take.
of sleep too.
Well, we can do medicine checks. Yeah, we definitely need
No,
to take
you
a.
can't.
No, I need
Long-term
to
care.
sleep.
She has negative levels.
Negative levels.
Oh, you're right. Is it one per day?
Yeah.
Okay. We definitely need a couple of days, but I don't want to delay here too long. The archipelago needs us.
Niralayan indicates that she can actually restore your negative levels, so
Oh, baller.
she'll take care of that for you.
Baller!
Baller!
Oh yeah.
I like that. Yeah, I mean, like just as much as it is now in real life, I like to think that that's like a really outdated term in Starfinder language. That's like if somebody today were to say something was spiffy, like that's how
I like
old it
the word
is.
spiffy.
Spiffy's a good word.
It is a good word,
Great
but
word.
I think that's very old.
Nerds.
It's very Andy Griffith.
Whatever. Spiffy's a great word.
Well, I say that's just spiffy. I say that's right spiffy.
The transatlantic accent? Like, what is this?
Oh man, that's a whole other conversation.
All
But
right,
in
so
Starfinder.
so it looks like we only need one day.
Yeah.
And then I guess more privately. So Gur, are you comfortable leaving? I'm not really sure where you stand on this. I suppose these are your people now, in a way. I would certainly understand. I would love to have you with us, but I'd certainly understand if you want to rebuild. Hral looks unsure of himself.
I need to speak with what's his name?
Z4.
Yeah, is he the one that greeted Gur when he first?
Yeah, aside from
It's been so long now.
Yeah, it's been a bit. We've gone like 8 episodes or so since that happened.
Yeah.
So, it was V4 who was, well, it wasn't him specifically. It was a weeping lady at your side, somebody who loved the person that used to be in that body.
Not gonna get over that anytime soon.
But yeah, Z4 was the one who was called in.
Yeah, I guess Gerd want to speak to Z4 then before committing. So yeah,
Sure.
he'd just say to the captain, I don't know, I must speak with Z.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me know if you need help.
Nenden gives a concerned look towards Gur at the thought of him even, considering not coming with us.
No.
Don't worry, it will be all right.
But for now, they insist not to worry about anything and just get rest. They are forever indebted because not only have you shown to help liberate the city, you almost single-handedly got rid of their commander. And as a result of your assistance and your efforts, the Afridi forces have all but been eradicated and are no longer a presence in the city.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
We do what we can.
as the next day comes around, they do have some updates for you. They give you plenty of time to wake up, and they don't hurry you or anything. But there is a level of urgency, and Z4 will call you all in to speak.
Herald emerges from a water cooler. You have to pull on the little tab thing, and then he comes out in a stream and reforms. All right, yeah. All right, continue.
So no, I was gonna say Gur would actually probably get up right at the end of an 8-hour rest, take as short a time of it as possible, and try and seek out Z4 to speak.
Sure. He's pleased to see you arrive early, and he says, Gur, it's good to see you. What can I help you with?
You as well. Well, something has been on my mind. We haven't really had much time to talk about it because, well, dragon and invasion. But
it's been pretty chaotic, I understand.
Indeed. But what happens now? Is there any way I can get into my other body, or am I stuck here?
You can tell he kind of expected this. I mean, it's it's an us in communication. You're all pretty open with each other. He leans back and he goes, well, I have to imagine it would be pretty easy for you to be transferred onto your old body as long as it's still present. I imagine you would probably just need to be nearby, and there's some sort of spell that would move your soul back to where it belongs.
Indeed.
you would like to know if it's okay for you to leave.
Yes.
He nods. He says, she has a name too, and it's on like episode.
Make it up.
It's
Make
like
it up.
episode 20. No, it's fine. I'm not going to make it up. He indicates that he will speak to your body, the person who inhibited your body's wife.
Breathing widow.
Yeah. And he says, I don't imagine she'll have a problem with it, but honestly, with how much we owe you, I don't think anybody in their right minds would try to deny you if you would like to join your friends. We are not your family, though. I imagine it would not take much for people to view you as such now. This is not your home. It wouldn't be right to try and make you stay.
Gerd thinks about it for a minute, and he puts his hand on Zephyr's shoulder and says, "Thank you. Is there any possible way we can bring the original owner of this body back when I leave, or is he lost? Is there anything?
Well,
What can we do?"
his body is still alive, so somewhere out there, his soul is. I imagine it's recoverable, but we will probably need to take care of you first, just so that there's somewhere for him to come home to.
Indeed. Well, I shall endeavor to bring this body back then to you as intact and preserved as.
Yeah.
That is a half-work promise I am making. We do not break our promises.
Coming up with half-orc lore because he can't question it.
Yeah, exactly.
there's an equivalent of an eyebrow raise, and there's a smile, both physical and telepathic, and he says, "Well, I'll more than happily take your word for it, Gur."
Good. Well, I go find myself some breakfast or something.
And then when you return with the others, he'll indicate that it's probably best that you stick with them because they have learned some disturbing information.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dish.
So, the communication sent to the remaining occupant forces at the time of Nysteryx's defeat indeed thanked them for their loyalty, and some more specific communications to some people who were higher up in the chain indicated that Kaim has decided to push the attack on the archipelago ahead of schedule. The warships were called back to join the armada that is being massed to attack the archipelago. On top of this news, they have used some of the communications and some of the information that was possessed by the soldiers to determine that there is actually a fortress somewhere between here and the archipelago that is where Kaim plans to launch this attack from. Somehow this base has arrived in the material plane, despite not being there previously. None of their scans have ever located it before this intel revealed its location, and the base is apparently undergoing going by the name The Crucible.
Does that name sound familiar?
Only if you've looked at the name of book 6.
I haven't, because I'm a good
Nice
player.
fire theme. Keeping with the fire theme. Good.
So this is
this is honestly, and this is a DM speaking to players. This is something that is so ancient and so obscure that it was almost unknown even to the Malika. So this is not something anyone would have heard of before.
fair enough. So they seem to have found an alternate solution for taking over Kahlannal.
Do you have any?
What was
He's asking whether. Did you get the impression from the communications that they were aware of this crucible when they attacked Kahlannal?
Yeah, they came from the Crucible to attack Kahlannal.
I see.
The purposes was to stop Kahlannal from warning the archipelago of the impending attack, and also to create a secondary base if needed to retreat to.
Okay. Do you get a timetable? If we head straight back to the archipelago, will we make it in time enough to help them ready their defenses?
You feel you feel a sense of I don't know how to describe this. It's a sadness and it's a worry that comes over him, and he says, "That was the other thing I wanted to bring up. We got word back from the archipelago. Communication is much easier now that that Ezerod is gone. We were able to establish a more secure connection with your people, and we were able to get a communication back from somebody I believe that you know, a Nib."
Nib.
Nib.
Yeah, she's sort of our boss.
He nods and he says, "Well, they were able to send a video, and I think you should see this."
Main
so-
screen.
Yes, the screen on the wall turns on, and
Main screen, turn on.
yeah, the main screen turn on. You get signal. So let's see. It starts out a little shaky. You can tell it's being shot from a comm link. You can see Nib standing on a street corner. You recognize that it is the one outside of the Museum of Endosolar Sciences. She looks visibly frazzled. Her eyes are wide and her fur is standing on end as she takes deep breaths, staring at the camera. Once she knows that it's recording, she says, "Guys, I guess I made it through the fight. You made it through the fight, from what I hear. I hope everyone made it this time. I don't know if I can say the same for us, though. I was hoping the stuff you found was all wrong and just a bunch of nonsense." But as she speaks, she starts walking down the street, and she flips the comm unit around, and you recognize the view that you have from this camera as being outside of the museum, facing towards Dawnshore. Against the impressive silhouette of the Radiant Cathedral, you now see 3 warships, much like the ones that were outside of Kahlannal. And as Nib continues to film it, you see 2 more jump in, joining them in a broadside formation. Before the camera flips back around, Nib starts to speak again, saying, "They've been demanding surrender to the Malika. They're only giving the Pact Worlds a few days to make a decision before they start attacking. The ships we've been helping the Pact Worlds with, they're not ready yet. I'm not sure we can get them fighting fit before the Ifrit start their attack. So you might want to stay in Kahlannal for a while," she says. The camera's flipping back around so she can look at you. There's something of a bittersweet smile on her snout as a hand comes down to her shoulder. You recognize the skin tone to be that of Teres's. She looks up off screen at Teres, presumably, reaching up with her free hand to clasp the Lashunta's before she returns her gaze to the camera, saying, "Everyone's asked so much of you already. You deserve a rest. You've given the people of the archipelago the best chance they're going to have. So it's up to them to keep us all safe now. So thank you for everything. I hope I get to see you again someday." And then the video cuts out.
Well, fat chance that we're not going to go up there and help them.
Indeed. But one wonders how we can best do that. They do have like 5 big warships that can be in this plasma, and we have one little ship.
The attack is already underway. Perhaps it's best if we lure them back to this crucible place.
Cut off the head of the snake.
Z4, after while you start to talk about potential strategies, brings up some of the information that he got from the captured Efreet and what was reported. He says, well, it seems like the armada that he plans to use is very large. There are 5 ships in the video, yes, but it's apparently many more than that. However, it sounds like from the communication, without the Crucible, they won't be able to bring these other ships to support the armada. So, considering that it's closer than the archipelago and we're on something of a timetable, if we want to do something about it, you might want to plan an attack there.
Okay.
That makes sense.
But does the Crucible also have a bunch of warships surrounding it?
It sounds as though the Crucible itself has some sort of portal that will enable ships to come through from the plane of fire.
Well, then we definitely want to knock that out.
Yes, it
Yeah.
seems like most of the armada is still on the other side waiting to come through. And the Crucible is currently just moving into position to allow it to happen.
I see. Well, is there any further information we can gather remotely, or do we just need to go there and figure out try to figure out our plan there?
We'll do our best to get more information, and of course you have our full support. We'll do everything we can to help enable you. Obviously, we don't have any ships like yours, but you've proven to be a very effective strike team, so if anybody can pull this off, I imagine it's probably you.
If you have any equipment
Well done.
left over that you could lend us, your technology has seemed to be very effective. And Nenden looks at all of Gur's accoutrement.
He nods and he says, "Oh, don't worry. We will throw everything we can into supporting you."
Thank you.
So, with the revelation that the archipelago is now under threat of a Freedy attack, and with a loose plan of action, I think that is where we will wrap up today's episode. Dragonslayer. It ended up not being a lie.
Yeah.
Dragonslayer, it us.
It is you. It
We
happened.
did.
Yeah. It
You
us.
slayed them dragon.
Yeah.
We slay them dragon.
We slay them dragon right good. I
Yeah.
stab.
It's true.
Good work, everyone.
You stab.
Yay, us.
Gosh.
Yeah, I feel like
That
Harald
was
would do the
intense.
classic, like, turn to the team and ask them if they're willing to go on this suicide mission. But, like, these guys love suicide, so I feel like it's sort of a done deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're-
when they were fighting the dragon, they almost all died. It's like they're
Yeah.
suicidal or something.
Yeah, they're into it.
Is that what you think of us?
So yeah, I hate to leave everybody on a cliffhanger, but again, we're not going to be playing another episode of NSA next week. Probably be either Jackbox or Space Dwarves or something. We'll provide as much information as we can. Make sure to go take that survey if you weren't here earlier to hear that. Let me get that link again. Yeah. Is a survey for the who's playing what in season.
It's a guessing
but.
game.
In
Uh,
season but?
No.
I don't know. I messed it up.
Who's
so I just rolled
NSA
with it.
gonna play?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that's way better.
The closest guess will get a $20 gift card to the Paizo online store. So take your guesses. It doesn't cost a thing. You'll have to give us your email address, but we're
Yeah,
not gonna
you will
sell
have to
that
give us your
anyway.
email address, preferably the one you use to access your Paizo account, so that
Yeah, that would be
when we
best.
send you Paizo money, you get it.
Just easy
Yes.
to
Yeah.
do.
You just get it.
All right.
And if you're
I
listening
have-
to this after the fact, we'll try to post the link on like YouTube and Facebook
Mhm.
and stuff like that. Just check our usual things.
Also,
Definitely on our Discord. So
join us on Discord. Follow us
Yeah.
on Twitter. Follow us on
love talking
Facebook.
to you.
Yeah, Discord is
Mhm.
definitely our most active online
Well,
community.
yeah, absolutely. We're always there to bother, to pester, and to pester you. You know, if you want these
Do
people
add us
making
there.
horrible Spire puns, there's a bevy of them available readily on the Discord.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes.
Seth, I have a question for you.
What's that?
Now that Ninden has, dealt the killing blow or anything, I don't want to brag. Does this mean I get my Thum and I get to start collecting dragon souls and shouts?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
a Dragonborn now.
No,
Oh, okay. No, no,
you
no.
don't,
Okay.
you don't,
No, I
you
think
don't
he said-
Fusroda.
I'm sorry, I really let you down. I should have just ended the stream after that long pregnant pause.
Yeah, it should have just been the end of it.
Okay.
Just stop there.
Show's
All
over.
right, I do want to.
enthusiasm.
I do typically fail to mention this at the end of episodes when I intend to do it. So this is the last thing I'm going to say before we sign off. Everyone, welcome to level 11. I expect by the next time we gather to play, you will all have your characters all leveled up appropriately.
Yes,
And we can buy more stuff.
Oh, so exciting.
There's gonna be. Yeah. I wonder if
Do we actually have to pay money? I mean, we kind of saved their whole planet.
We have to pay for supplies, you know.
Yeah, I'll help. Trust me. They're not just gonna give you money and say, okay, here's some money, and now you can spend it at our stores. No, that's not how it works. So,
Sure.
with that, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this episode to a close. Thank you everybody for joining us, for listening, for watching. If you're on YouTube, I guess there's stuff to watch. You know, it's just how it is. But yeah, let's go ahead and say goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
All right, take care of yourselves, everyone.